Now, fam, it's Monday Night Raw, and tonight we can almost be raw about it too. We've not been raw since. For real, fam. You know, Monday Night Raw originally started out where we'd have a night set aside a week to air out grievances and take shots at players. And in some cases, we start in-house fighting became out of control, which henceforth the name Monday Night Raw. But since then, we started to love each other and we sort of calmed it down a little bit. And fact of the matter is, fam, we didn't have anything to be raw about from the time Jimmy G started until until today, actually. Because you see, we do have a problem. Hey, let me first say something about the Mod Squad. Hey, and Jesus is my king. 777 had a puppy issue yesterday. I got a spot, man. I like pets, man. Dogs, cats, man. You name it, boy. So, Jesus, man, I'm glad to hear. Rocco, I'm glad to hear the dog he's okay, right? All right. Anyway, Daniel Serrano and Rose Matheson, YMSA, and J Run, J Tan, Razor. Guys, that's some great work. And I remind you guys again, and you're getting more lenient. We're allowed to let haters in with a difference of opinion, but if they step out of line, any personal attacks or anything, just any little thing, attacking women, racism, that's my pet peeve, you will get the boot so fast and hard that you may have to have your asshole fixed. I'm just going to think about that. Okay, anyway, fam, and some of the in-house fighting started last season due to the fact that we all, of course, at the beginning of the season, before the draft, we normally go through changes. People start talking about who we need. A lot of people, of course, said we need Saquon Barkley. Other people wanted Quentin Nelson because the offensive line was a concern. Everybody was worried about Jimmy G being protected. There were those of us like myself who says, please, Lord, give me a pass rush. I gotta have a pass rush. And I'm not tooting my own horn because I said this, because now it seems to be something that's become realized. And there were those who said the secondary needs really a lot of help. My point is this: we pretty much addressed everything adequately. I mean, in some cases, we have overabundance in a lot of particular positional groups. You know this. I mean, what are we going to do with all those defensive backs and wide receivers? We're going to let some other teams have some very good football players, right? And, of course, when it comes down to the run game, that's a very bizarre. You know, the run game and the people in it are the only. I mean, we know Jerick McKinnon is going to be fine, along with, of course. And I know people are saying the run game's for shit, man. Those guys are too small. We need big running backs. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Big running backs get hurt just as much as smaller running backs. That's not it. What we do need to fix is the offensive line. But I really believe, and like last year, the offensive line progressively got better and better and better each week, and Carlos Hyde started piling up more and more yards. Because let's put it this way. Carlos Hyde started off the season running into the back of people every week. All he was doing is crawling up the back of people. But did you notice how the season progressed? The offensive line got a little better. Carlos Hyde started finding a little more holes, a little more, and he came close to having a 1,000-yard season. Now that was also after Jimmy G arrived, and it changed the whole dynamic of the offense. Okay, so that's why I'm saying now you've got guys that are fleet of foot, which works better in Kyle Shanahan's system. I love Carlos too, but I'm just saying he's going to be better off where he is in Cleveland, and these guys are going to fit this system a lot better because on the zone stretch run, if everything's done right, they're going to pile up a lot of yards. So I got no problem with that. But now the pass rush. And I brought in something I just want to go over real quickly with you because I find it pretty intriguing. We weren't going to get a pass rusher in the first round. I mean, it was pretty much made up that the 49ers are going to go after Mike McGlinchey in the first round. And when you look at the second round, I'm not giving up Dante Pettis. I don't give a damn what kind of edge rushers out there. Dante Pettis is going to be a premier receiver in this league. I'm glad they made that move. I'm not even bothered anymore about them having traded up to get him. Good. Third round, we pick up Fred Warner in the third. I believe we picked up Fred in the third round. I'm not giving up Fred Warner for nothing either, man. Fred Warner, he is the future. He is the prototype that you need for today's NFL. He can cover and he can stick. I mean, this guy's got a homing device in him to come to running backs. You saw him yesterday in a Texas game. He was all over the place. Who was that? That was on top of the ball and on that fumble? Fred Warner right on top of the play. So you see, I'm not kidding. I'm not trading Fred Warner in. Now you go to the fourth round though, and that's when it's not questionable, but it's a kind of thing where you do ask if did we make the right move in the fourth round, and I believe, let me see if I can get that in there. As I look down, I says there was a lot of guys left, and who did we pick up in the fourth round? We picked up. Oh, you got him right here. You know, this is a Contavious Street. I like him for next year. I do. He's a very strong guy, and he's probably going to be very good. In the fifth round, we picked up DJ Reed, and they're in. We've got a lot of corners, right? And I like DJ Reed, and I got a feeling he's going to be a really good football player. My problem is we didn't get. I looked at Ejiofor. The Texans got Ejiofor in the sixth round. I think they got him high in the sixth round, according to what I've got here. He was picked high in the sixth round, so we didn't have a shot at that. We picked up after the Texans. We picked up another. Who did we pick up in the sixth round? Let me give me my draft picks one more time. We picked up Marcel Harris, right? Did we really need another safety? I don't know what the Duke Ejiofor. We were talking about him a lot before during the draft, right? And of course, nobody. There were a few people that suggested him, and in fact, somebody mentioned it on the chat. Okay, so Ejiofor does a number the other day. Looks like a first-round draft pick. That freaked me out. Because I said, people told me about Ejiofor. I didn't know if his skills were going to translate to this level. They do. We could have picked up Ejiofor in the fifth round. Who knows? We could have picked up DJ in the sixth. And sometimes hindsight is a good thing. And maybe you can look back on what you did, and maybe you could have done better. It's just a thought, because we don't have a premier edge rusher right now, apparently. And it's in Richie James. I'm not giving him up for an edge rusher. My question is between the fifth round, I'd say fourth, fifth, sixth round. Could we have done better, and could we have went ahead and got an edge rusher? So these guys know what they're doing, though, and now they're probably saying to themselves as well. We didn't know Ejiofor had that kind of skill set. We did know he was good, but we didn't know if it was going to translate to the NFL. So these are the things that we can contemplate tonight. Was the right decision made? Elvis Dumervil is probably now in the gym, even as we speak, working his ass off, knowing that most likely after this weekend's dress rehearsal, the 49ers, we got several guys that have got to step up and display some kind of muscle to show that you're worth keeping. Are they going to do it? Is Elvis going to be in camp the following Monday? If I had to bet, I would say Elvis Dumervil is on the roster by the last week of the year. Next year, we already know what we're going for in the first round. So, it's just to have such a complete, overly stocked team and so many groups, but to have that one position still aching. God, it's killing me. Anyway, and who's that? Hey, who's the guy, Boston College, went to the Titans? What is his name? I watched him the other day and I said, Fred. No, his name's not Fred. I watched him the other day and I saw him coming off that edge. I said that's the guy to get. The Titans picked him up in the second round. I said, we couldn't get him in the second round, no. He was off limits, but I knew he was going to be a winner. He's got stuff. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let me see what's going on over here. Yeah, Jesus My King confirms his dog was in pain. Hey, Jesus My King says, who missed me last night? We did, all of us. Right? Mike DeClark says, to be honest, I think it's going to be the Niners offense that keeps winning games this year. We're going to have it score a lot of points to stay ahead. I don't want to become the New Orleans Saints, you know? I just don't. Mike also says, if running game, rush defense comes together this year, we have the potential of winning 13 games, in my opinion. It's not, the defense could come through as far as the pass game, because you're going to stop the run. I can see that right now. Billy Jones says one of two things will happen one week. We get into a shootout, or we get blown out by the Vikings. Defense is very stout, so hopefully it won't be a blowout. Yeah, Terrence Hicks, never know with Jimmy G. We were predicted to get smashed against a stout Jacksonville D. True. Jimmy G is just one of those kind of winning kind of guys. You got Richard Sherman on the team, too. You got two very big forces in that area. Mike goes on to say it's going to be a shootout. Jimmy G is the best thing going for us with offense. It's going to take a few good plays on defense just to win the game. You're right about that. We can't do nothing on offense. And Daniel Andre says, Eric Armstead will sack Cousins twice in week 1. I'm into that. William Roberts, just draft 2 legitimate edge rushers in next year's draft. Well, that's next year. I'm talking about now, though, Will. Billy Jones, they don't talk shit like the Jags. They just play. That's a good point. Jonathan Torres, he says Mullins will be starting on Saturday. There's another topic of discussion. Is Mullins going to... Apparently he is. CJ's foot's hurt. By default, he's got to start. What is that edge rusher out of Boston College? Hey, if you know who he is there, give me, because it's driving me nuts. I was just watching him the other day. It's Vader! Vader, come on in, man. Yeah.
What's up, Ronbo?
What's happening, man? All right, what's up, man? Vader coming in again. Got the logo behind him and everything else. Zooming in.
That's right. Number one, baby. Number one. Dude. Yeah, my sister just got me that, baby.
I love it, man. It stands. It looks good behind you, too. Right. Vader, I'm a little concerned, and the guy I was talking about is Harold Landry.
I am as concerned as you, sir. I went over the Texas game again, and it doesn't look good, Ronbo. Doesn't look good. It doesn't look like we're on the same page. As far as the players and who we have, it's there. It's fucking there. We don't know what Armstead's going to look like, we've got a couple of people hurt. We don't know what McKenna's going to look like. But the thing is, we've got to trust in Kyle that he picked him for a reason. He's got him there for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's bothering me because it doesn't look like everybody's on the same page.
And it's preseason, so they're allowed to be a little out of sync. But
and I agree with you on that. But I think somebody needs to crack the whip down over there. That's not Niner football, baby. That's not Niner football. We don't fucking go for overgrown fucking players, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? We've been on speed for a long time.
Yep.
Speed was our key, man, on both sides of the ball. Yep. And I was watching when we played against the New England Patriots, when we had Kaepernick back there, and we went into New England, Randy Moss was there, and the way we controlled the game, it's like okay, Harbaugh knew, okay, this is the Niner way. I understand Kyle's trying to bring his own finesse into it, and I welcome it with open arms. But the thing is, it's like the little fundamental stuff. I don't see it, Ronbo. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying that we don't have it, because we do. Mm-hmm. I mean, the players it's like Pettis. I think he's going to be blowing out the best player, the best. And I mean, he's going to be a Hall of Fame player. The guy's got potential to do it. But the thing is, for some reason, while I was watching that game, he's got a problem running deep. He's got a serious fucking problem running deep. Once he turns that slant, bro, nobody's going to stop him. Nobody's going to stop him. Once you give him that little push he does, dude, he turns slant ways. He's gonna catch the ball every time.
Yeah.
And then and then again, I think Kyle was frustrated with our nose guy. The argument on the sideline. I didn't like too much what he had to say towards the end of the game when he kind of blamed it on Pettis not going up and getting the ball. And Jimmy threw it. We can go around with that. I just, I'm trying to get that out of there. Let's forget that the shit happened. The post game. You heard the post game, right, from Kyle?
Yeah. He had a lot of. He designated a blame around. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We do see a blame, but the thing is, I don't blame just one player, bro. This is a team, man.
Yeah.
We both know
like
that
championships.
We both know championships are won on defense. Mm-hmm. So defense needs to step it up. I mean, offense needs to step it up. There's a lot of plays that look like they were breakdown, but again, I kind of go back to what you stated. Maybe we're just seeing some vanilla stuff right now. He's not going to open it. He's not going to show his hand yet.
No.
And no
team is. Yeah, it's just basic football they're playing out there. They want to see who's hungry, who wants it, who's got drive, who knows what they're, if they got goals set forth. Are they out there to beat the world? You got to get that attitude.
Right.
Work ethic.
And and also the other thing too is Dumervil, man. We got to get him back. We got to get him signed. We got to sign him this week. We need that veteran presence.
But Vader, do you feel my pain on that? Because the fact is, Dumervil's 34 years old. We got all these young kids in camp, and they can't beat a 34-year-old Elvis Dumervil. Come on, guys. What is up? And we got a new guy there to teach him how to do.
But let me just add something to it. He's 34 years old. Right now, we have a team that can take. We can make it deep in the playoffs if we really want to. So when you sit down with Dumervil, you're going to tell him, "Hey, dude, we're chasing the ring. We're chasing the ring."
Yeah.
And he's going to come 110%. He's going to look like he's 22 years old, Ronbo.
No, I agree. He's not. Elvis Dumervil stays in shape. I'm sure he's rock hard now. He probably knew he was getting called in at some point anyway. So he probably stayed in shape. I have no doubt about that. Because let's face it, we've got some guys that I'm concerned, Vader. I thought they might be able to step it up. I don't know. We know Eli Harold has no potential.
Cassius Marsh. Oh, man. I need to give him walking paper today.
I had all kind of faith in Cassius Marsh. Atachu scared me yesterday. He couldn't get off a block. And then I started saying, damn, well, we haven't seen Peter Talapino. That's all we got left. And I just don't know.
On the first game, Rumble, we seen flashes. We seen potential out there. All of a sudden, they fly out to Texas. There's a fight on the field, and the game looks like shit. And it's like, what's going on here?
Maybe it was too hot in Texas. And maybe it drained them. I mean, I'm coming up with excuses now.
Did you see? And again, we could have won that game yesterday. We all both know we could have won the game.
Oh yeah, that was.
I mean, Junior would have went down. We would have called timeout. We had one timeout. Robbie Gould would have kicked the fucking field goal. We would have went into overtime and won the game. And there was other plays that that bullshit. We had flags falling out everywhere too. But the matter of fact is when the clock retired. And you seen Shanahan running across the field, to do that. He looked so frustrated around.
Didn't he though?
And it's like, Jesus Christ, this is preseason too. And I don't blame that on him. I blame it on the players. I would get out a stick and beat the shit out of everybody in that fucking locker room. You're grown enough to sign there and sign $45, $35 million contracts, and you're not giving me that effort on the field? It's time for some ass whipping around here. Because you know what? They're playing like they're not playing with potential. I mean, and then the offensive coordinator and their assistants, they need to go after these guys, man. They got to tell them, hey, dude, when he comes off and does this, you got to do this. I don't see the chemistry again. It's preseason. Who knows? I'm probably blowing the shit out of proportion. We're probably going to whip everybody's ass.
You're right. Here's the thing, though, Vader. A lot of these guys that we're talking about now aren't going to be with the team next 2 weeks from now, anyway. But I figure that what you're talking about will become more intense after September 1st. If you're still on the team, you should be grateful and you should be going all out. That's why we kept you. If you show us anything but all you got, pull out that whooping stick.
Yeah, but the thing is that I don't want to get rid of the wrong players, Ronbo. That's the only thing. They got to show something, man. Yeah, they got to show something.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm scared of. But, I just don't want to get – and the next thing you know, this asshole gets traded to the Cleveland Browns, and he looks like a miracle player. He just saved the Cleveland Browns. You know what I mean? It's like they pick good players. It's just something just didn't. Maybe it was just too hot in Texas. Maybe they didn't want to be there anymore. I don't
That's
know.
what I'm telling you. They were out there sweating, getting dehydrated. They're probably just tired of Texas. But anyway,
It could be. All right, Ronbo. I will see you tomorrow, sir.
You
guys have a good evening, and shout out to Niner Empire, of course. Yeah. Don't worry, just venting here, but
no,
you know how we do. You know how we do it on your platform, baby.
You know how we do
Kyle and everybody's
listening. You got to get it off your chest. We may overreact, but that's okay because that's what we do. So what?
Exactly. Yeah. But I'll leave you with this. Let it go! Let it go! Radio, Ronbo Sports. You have a good night, sir.
You too, Vader. So glad to see you, fam. Vader. Yeah. You know, we in fact, we may have become spoiled since the Jimmy Garoppolo era started. But now we expect perfection all the time. And if we see anything wrong, we're all over it. You know? I mean, but the pass rush, I've been crying about the pass rush for 3 years. I'm tired of crying about the pass. I don't believe that's an overreaction either. 3 years of no pass rush. It's time for that to stop. Hey, Tony.
What's good?
Tony, it's you, man. Hey, Tony, you're the other Tony Montana, am I right?
Yeah, I'm the other Tony. I went back to my regular Tony because we had problems the first day.
You heard about the protest, I guess, okay? It's a great name, though. I understand why you wanted it.
I had two different accounts, and I had that one logged on to my YouTube, so that was the problem. I didn't know we had another Tony Montana, but anyway, It's all good.
It is. Well, Tony, I'm pissing and moaning about the pass rush. What do you got on your mind tonight?
Well, we can go with pass rush. I feel like to me, I think it's like a technique problem because we got too many good guys on the line to not get to the quarterback. That don't make sense to me.
Right.
I feel like somebody, I don't know if it's Kiffin, I don't know if it's just the players not getting it, but I mean, we should have plenty of opportunities to get sacks, and I don't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think we're doing okay. We just got to, hash out all the little things. Like I said, everybody got to work on their techniques and work on, getting better. Offensive line, I feel like, is gelling a little bit. It's getting there, which is way better than what we had last year. So I feel like we're pretty good on that level. The running game, I think, as long as we step up on the running game, we'll be okay. I don't think we're too far off. We just got to figure out, are we doing running back by committee, or are we actually going to let McKinnon get 15, 20 carries? I don't think he's built for that. I'm not dissing him. He's more of a pass catcher. But if we can get somebody like Alfred Morris or somebody, help him out, we'll be all right.
And that's got to be the plan too, Tony. You're not going to get McKinnon's not going to be out there mad dogging the defensive lines, and he'll get a few carries just to keep him honest. Because what you want to do is make sure McKinnon does keep the DC guessing. You can't always assume he's going to come out and go off for a pass. So he's going to have to get a few runs off, and then he becomes more effective in everything else he does. I think Matt Breida going to be carrying a lot of carries this year. And then McKinnon, because you get him out in space, he's going to do a lot of damage. So, yeah, you're right. He's not going to be carrying 15 times a game for sure.
All right. The defense, I think we okay. We just got to get our biggest concern, not saying that Sherman's going to get burnt because we see how Goodwin did him, but we just got to make sure we keep a safety on his side just in case.
Yeah.
So,
and it's always been like that with Sherman. He's always had, he's always, he's the best safety in the game was always right behind him. So, and I said that years ago too. Oh, yeah. But so he'll be fine. He's too smart.
Oh, yeah. Overall, we're pretty good, man. I think we're going to have a pretty good season. I think we're just going to have to just buckle down and just a lot of little soft stuff that we do, and we just can't let these referees take over the game. And it's hard, but we got to still put ourselves in position because, like the Texans game, we cannot let no team come back within a minute. That's just automatic, regardless who's on the field.
A minute and 30? How much time do they have? A minute 30, a minute 20, something? Really, they had no time. All we had to do was shut them off.
Yep.
They didn't have no timeouts. Tony, they had no timeouts.
Yep.
Why couldn't we stop
That
that?
shows you the discipline.
Damn it.
That shows you the discipline of the team. We got to tighten up on that because you can let any team come back. If that's the case, I mean, regular season, you got to be able to, kill or be killed. You can't let somebody come back after you done kill them off. You know what I'm saying?
You got to put your foot on their neck. Come on now. Especially with all you got to do is hold for 1 minute. I mean, everybody's not supposed to be Tom Brady. Who is Joe Webb? Come on. I don't care if you are fourth string and about to get cut. If you can't play no better than that, don't ever come back to a football field again. Oh, man.
Yep. I
That's
think we're in good shape. If we can take the division, man, we'll be all right, man. Like I said, I can't stand the Rams. So as long as we can beat the Rams, we all right.
We always beat the Rams, though, Joe. I mean, Tony. Even when we wasn't beating nobody else, we was beating the Rams. Remember 2 years?
Oh, yeah.
But we got to be serious this year. And I do want to see the defense. You can't have Jimmy G depend on him to score 40 points every game. That cannot be. There's gonna be some guys getting cut. We'll find out this weekend. Hey, Tony. Here's the thing. You can see the 49ers are serious. If Eli Harold continues to hold down a position on this team that somebody else could have been in, then you have to question what they're doing. I don't question anything they're doing normally. But Eli Harold's time was up last year. He's still with us this year. It's a problem.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no offense. If you getting rid of everybody, you know what I mean? If he's that last person that need to get rid of, go get rid of him. I mean, why are we holding on to somebody that's not going to produce? It don't make no sense.
Rookies are telling him where he's supposed to be. Yeah. Tony, I lost you.
You can't let somebody come in.
Hello? Tony, your signal's fading. Tony, Tony?
Yeah, I'm saying, if you got to get rid of somebody, might as well go ahead and get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? This is the time to do it. If you're not producing, hey, do what you got to do and get rid of them. Why are we holding on to somebody that's not going to, produce?
They said good things about him last season. They said he sets the edge. He does the things we ask him to do. It's like Earl Mitchell, the same thing. They say Earl Mitchell, people don't understand, but Earl Mitchell gets beat up a lot. He does the things he does, provides for our linebackers, for this and that. I said, well, we look at DJ Jones and Sheldon Day. They seem to be getting more work done. I mean, I don't understand, Coach.
If you got a younger talent, hey, put them in there. It's all about being younger anyway. If you're in the league for this club and you're not producing, it's not going to make no sense to put you on the field.
Yeah.
Might as well put a young guy out there to learn,
Yeah. So,
sometimes you have good on the.
Go ahead. Tony?
Go ahead,
Tony, I think we got a broken signal, Tony. Tony, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Okay, because by the way, guys, if you use Bluetooth wireless, you're probably gonna have this kind of problem. This is why we always suggest not you doing that. Tony?
All right.
Hey, Tony, still there?
Have a good.
Okay, Tony. We'll talk to you tomorrow, Tony. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm Fred Warner has to come in and. Fred Warner has to come in. He has to tell Eli where to be. They said somebody else is giving Eli instructions. Kids who just got here are having to instruct Eli. See, that's not good. And Earl Mitchell, I believe what the coach said about Earl. He probably is doing all the things the coach says he's doing, but there's guys that can do a better job. So you got to go with the better guys. John Delvin says, Jimmy G, baby, Super Bowl bound. Bleep the doubters. I ain't scared of no team. Remember last year at one point we were 0-10. Yeah. I remember it. We were 0-9, right? 0-9, then we finally won one. Yeah. So we were 1-10. And then the G arrived. Jesus is my king. 777 says, his daughter was taking the dog to the park down the street. He seen a squirrel, ran across the street. He jumped out, car went up. That must have scared the bejesus out of you. Dogs are like that, That's what we need is that kind of attitude in some of our football players. You can't be contained. The dog had to get that squirrel. That's what I want our guys to be like. You got to get that quarterback. Get his ass. Niner Joe Empire. Niners, go time. Stop, Niner Joe. Terrence Hicks, Raiders will take him out, usual customers. I may have been in the middle of that conversation. I'm not sure what they're talking about there. Rodney Carr, what's up? All right, Rodney from Memphis. He says, I'm not worried about anything right now. This is what preseason is for. That's true, though. That is true. This is for next game. We'll start clearing everything out. This is the dress rehearsal game. Rodney's absolutely right. We're probably going to see some things we didn't expect. I would imagine. Because I'm already forecasting that Elvis Dumervil will be in the camp week after next, right? But what if all of a sudden some of the instruction, some of the guys are out there they're looking at and everything. The coaches go ahead and say, "Here's what we're going to do, guys." Give you a little bit of a game plan. I don't know, it's just, it's a dress rehearsal, so we're gonna go over a few things we want to do, and I want you to go out there and show me some execution. Otherwise, I guess I don't have to finish that sentence, right? And DJ, hey DG, well thanks, fam. And Frank Johansson says we have pass rush. It was preseason. We have pass rush Eric Armstead coming back. Okay, let me just amplify that just a minute, though. You see, this is why I like Eric Armstead. A lot of people don't understand and want to trade him, do all these things to him. Whatever Eric's not doing, it's what he is providing is to make it. You notice that Buckner's a little more effective when Armstead's in there. Solomon T became that man before he got hurt. He made D-Buck more effective, but he's got to have somebody next to him. Something Solomon T and Eric could work. Jason Walker, what's up? Billy Jones wants it. Niners! I'm going to probably limit that tonight because it tears my neck up. I get too carried away. Valos, 808, what's up? Empire Strikes Back. What's up? Finding the Niners, people. Champ is back, right? Jermaine Adams, sup? Al Chignon, that's up, fam. Anthony Anderson, fine, what's up? Not a gang. Sir Garcia, what's up? Faithfuls. And my 0724, no pass rush and flags, long season. Shit, those flags are to stop. Kyle's serious about that. Remember the flags kind of slowed down last year. Kyle starts popping the whip on that one. No flagging. You gotta have some discipline. Hey, Sheik! 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 Sheik, what are you listening to, man?
Ronbo! I was watching Monday night. I had to get away from the TV.
I know, I can hear some instruction being given too. Sheik!
What's up, brother? What's going on?
Hey, just a little concerned. I'm looking at Harold Landry the other day. I just caught the Titans game, right? And everybody knows about Bradley Chubb. And I'm like, edge of four for the Texans, who we could have got. I'm looking at these guys. I'm thinking, especially edge of four. I said, wow, this guy looks like a first-round talent. Damn. How did our people not know? We could have picked up edge of four instead of Contavious Street. We could have picked him up instead of Marcel Harris. I like Marcel and Contavious, but we don't need that as much as we need an edge rusher, right? We'd already picked up our hybrid safety slash linebacker, so that answered that question. Now, go ahead and administer to the edge. And there they were. We didn't get them. Oh!
And actually, that's a great point, Ronbo, because Celaya, that's kind of worries me about his drafting skills and making this point. Hey, Kyle. Hey, Lynch. Let's get this boy. No, I want him. Go get him. I know you got your boy. Now, I didn't get my. He didn't really get his guy other than Fred Warner and Julian Taylor. But that was like a 7th round. Nobody thought he's good. But Solomon Thomas, he got him last year, and Foster as well. I don't know. I think Lynch liked him a little bit more than Celaya. So I'm concerned about Celaya's, making the point of his pick that he wants for his system.
Yeah.
So that kind of concerns me, actually, just thinking about that right now. What you just brought up to my attention. So, and you obviously passed a lot of guys. Landry, Ekafor.
Both of them are doing great. Both of them are doing great,
Yeah.
Sheik. That's what killed me.
Right.
I mean, we couldn't get around Ejiofor. He was all over our ass. God.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I hope if Celaya is the one guy that's bring back Armstead, that's a problem.
Yeah. but maybe not. Because it's more than just Armstead. He's not going to be coming off the edge. They're going to put him at the big end anyway.
Right.
His thing is he's a part of a chain reaction when that ball is snapped. He may not necessarily be the guy, but I think he takes up blockers. He creates violence. He does the things that make DeForest Buckner more effective. And Solomon Thomas is already going to do what he does. So I want to see him back in there to get it. Because next year, let's face it, this is it for Eric. And the 49ers
Right.
going edge rush in the first round next year. You can believe that. So,
But that's the only thing that's a problem about that, Ronbo. We're going to be in the 20s, so we're not going to get that elite pass rusher. And I'm calling out. He hasn't called yet, but he listens. He's on the Nighthawk Club. Nathaniel Hewley. We call him Nate Dogg. And I'm going to say, no.
How come?
He does not want Khalil Mack. He says that we're overpaying him. It's, he's not going to pay for overpaid, like $20 million pass rusher. But the thing is, defense wins championship. And he's talking about the payroll and, key pieces, kill the Defoe contract and this and that. But the thing is, we need defense. We've been lacking on defense for a long time. Other than Aldon Smith, before he was good. But after that, we didn't have a pass rusher for a while in the first round.
Well, you know what? We had Aaron Lynch, but Aaron Lynch, he had 1 year, and then he gained weight, and that was the end of that. So, yeah, we haven't had really...
sorry to interrupt, Rama. But
no, I'm sorry. You go ahead.
No, sorry. The thing about all this week, because there's head cases in rookies. Obviously Foster had situations, and Aldon Smith, but he's good now. Foster is good now. But the thing is, Khalil Mack is clean, and he's been in this league for a couple years. And I know a lot of guys are like, no, it's gonna kill us. We don't need that.
Okay, but Sheik, what would you give for him though? I mean, let's talk terms on that though. I mean, are you talking money? Are you talking draft picks? Let's look at the damages to obtain him. Now you're going to have to give up at least two second round draft picks or a first round pick. The Raiders know how good he is. Then when he gets to Oakland, San Francisco, you got to pay him, right? I don't know why he can't come to a settlement with the Raiders. What kind of money is he asking for? Has that been disclosed?
Well, right now, I believe that the tag right now is like 17 to 18, and obviously it's going to go up more. And he's probably going to ask for that lead because if what's the name? Ziggy gets like 18, he probably wants 20. So I think that's the 20 million. It's 19 or 20 million. It's probably, but the thing is, it's going to keep on going up.
Yeah.
Yes, you could probably get fined, but it's hard to find the edge rusher in the draft. It's very difficult.
It's painful. And Sheik, one more thing though. You I don't know how much is left in our till exactly, right? But we got to take care of DeForest Buckner next season. You got to extend his contract now. You can't wait until the day when his contract expires. Here comes his agent. Well, Niners, got you right where I want I, don't you? You guys, I'm gonna come in with a low figure, and we'll go from there. I can already see it, So you got to go ahead and lock DeForest Buckner up. I would make that priority one next year. So you bring in Khalil Mack. What if he drains the till? I'm feeling Hewley on that. I want Khalil Mack in the worst way. It would put us in the Super Bowl as early as next year. It really would.
Right. The thing about that, you could fix these kind of things. Like Gerson, his contract's going to be off. You could cut him or trade him. Mitchell as well, Malcolm Smith, Jimmy Ward, Eli Harold, and you could just like kind of tweak some things up so you could bring these guys in.
Wait, you're not going to save any money on Jimmy Ward though, because the 49ers, that's a fully guaranteed contract.
All right. Well, Eli Harold and the rest of the guys, but Richburg maybe a couple of years from now, maybe restructure his contract if he's not panning out. Laken Tomlinson, these guys are just draft because we obviously draft really well in the late rounds.
Yeah, really well.
So, and that's why I look at I know it's different league, but the Warriors, you got these great players, and then they come in with a small contract. We got their quarterback, and Sherman came out. You know what? I'm going to be really good with my contract. I'm going to make this contract work. and has helped us in our and McKinnon as well. So if we could cut him as well if we're not having, we don't lose that much as well.
Everybody's cuttable. Yeah, you can get rid of anybody. The way Parag lines those contracts up, he sets them up so the 49ers don't get hurt if that does happen, though. So, yeah, you're right about that, manipulation of money. Yeah. And listen, I carry you what, Sheik. I would bet money, though, that John Lynch, you know how he is. He is on the phone. He's talking to Oakland amongst the other 30 teams that are talking and see when they can work out. Because what people are going to say is, I'll give you a third-round pick this year. I'll give you a third-round pick for the next 3 years. And Oakland's going to say, nope, sorry. And, you're going to get that one team. Even Cleveland's probably involved. Everybody's getting involved. Khalil Mack is the premier edge guy. I think he's better than Aaron Donald. So you're going to pay a lot of money, like you just mentioned, and you're going to have to give up a lot of things. You have to assess the damages going forward, and how's that going to affect you in the future. You got to think all these things out clearly, or you end up looking like the Rams, because the Rams are in deep shit after this year. They got no future assets. Their draft picks are shit. They got $100 million, but they got $100 million worth of people to pay. So it's a lot of thought got to go into that.
And then plus they re-signed Havington, tackle, I believe, today. 4-year contract the Rams did. And Donald's still waiting.
Bad PR with a
same old sorry ass Rams.
Same old one more time. Same old sorry ass Rams. Sheik, we got to stop, Sheik. I'm gonna tell you what though, man. I'll be looking for you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, we'll we got a season coming up, so we'll figure this out. And obviously, we'll look at these counts. Hit that like, hit that sub, hit that share on Ronbo Sports, the best place to be. The YouTube 49ers Empire. We're coming, guys. Watch out.
Thanks, Sheik. Love you, fam. Talk to you later.
Later.
Oh man. Oh, it's such a dilemma. If we could get Khalil Mack somehow, I don't know, man. Eric Sanchez! Not seeing you in a few days, fam. What's up? Thank you, Eric. And Othello, you know what? I don't know. Othello it's Othello Alford. I finally got it right. What's up, fam? Thanks. And there's Nathaniel, Sheik's guy. He says, get over it, Sheik. Need to do it through the draft. We could have done it through the draft. This is the thing that bothers me the most. Nathaniel's got a very solid point. You don't want to have yourself at the mercy of a high-priced free agent. This is what I know. They're trying to. The 49ers are trying their best to avoid that. They said, okay, we got to make this do. We got to get to where we're going this year. First thing we do next year is we go after that edge rusher or two. Because look how many guys we got in the secondary now. We went after everybody we could find. That's the way the 49ers do. J-Run, sup? From the Mod Squad, J-Run. Debbie Ryan says, I know Dumervil is up there in age, but I really like him last season. Plus, he can help the young bloods. That's true, though. That's true. But the guys he was with last year still there. I don't know what's going on with him. Otis Reto, Dumervil had more sacks in one season than Armstead had in 4 years. Hey, Armstead had 2 the year he got injured. Did he get 1 his first year? Didn't he get 1 last year or so? He may be 1 ahead, but you're right, though. Armstead's got to stay on the field. Trevor Marks, Elvis, who we need. And Gohard got to disagree about Dante not being able to go deep. I think it's the other way around. I think we should be concerned with him taking balls over the middle. Yeah, I agree. Dante, if Dante beats his man, he will catch that ball in a heartbeat, and it's probably a difficult catch. But it's smart on his part, though, Gohard. You know what? Dante's a very clever kid. He didn't want to work hard. Remember before we had the pads on, he refused to take hits? He was like bailing on plays and running out of routes. Get away from me. And in preseason, Dante said, if I go up and get this ball, that defender's right there. He's going to turn me into meat. I may come down and survive. I may not. It's preseason. I want to get into the season. I respect him for that. And he's never going to discuss it with anybody. He's not going to say, Kyle Shanahan, listen, here's my story. He's going to continue doing what he's doing. But he's smart. I got to go with that. I don't like it, but I agree he's pretty sharp. YMSA, pass rush has been non-existent. We'll have to wait till regular season to make better judgments, but it doesn't look good. Yeah, that's true. I could be jumping to conclusions. I'm just a little worried because after 3 years of this, I'm getting, no, not again. All right. Hey, Norm, come on in, Norm.
And it's Niners all day.
Yeah.
Well,
Norm,
so
you
and
already heard my pain, Norm. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I'm thinking a lot of good things. I'm thinking about some good things that's happening with this team. I know this segment is about the defense. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you don't
But
have to though.
okay, so we can freestyle this one.
Oh yeah,
But I mean, the
always.
past remain a work in progress. I mean, the whole defense as a whole. You know, the secondaries. I mean, they're not letting they're not giving the quarterback no pressure. He's going out there. He's freestyling out there, so he can do whatever he wants. You know, Deshaun Watson, like he knew that it was gonna be all right, and that's not cool.
Right.
You can't do
This
that.
is what bothers me.
Can't have quarterbacks going there thinking, oh, I'm just going to run to the store real quick and go beat these Niners defense, and you know what I'm saying, get a Gatorade or something. Like, would y'all need something? Like, we don't need that. We need that in the city.
I know. God.
Offense.
Damn.
Offense is concerned. You know what I'm saying, that run game. You know, the run blocking is and the running backs combined, or they got to work on that one
A
too,
lot.
big time. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, Alfred Morris seems like he can be good as far as like ground attack. Yeah, I seen what he did with the Cowboys. I mean, Cal Shanahan's this offense. I know what Cal Shanahan's runners like to do. I know what he likes to do with his runners. He likes to do that spread running thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
Got to do the stretch.
so Matt
Yeah.
Breida, I hope he's good for Week 1 against Minnesota and McKinnon. You feel me? Because McNichols, I didn't like that. I mean, not McNichols, but Joe Williams. I'm like, look, Joe, killing me with that. But that relationship between Garoppolo and Garcon, I like that one too. And the fact that he's throwing deep ones and he's using all of his weapons. He's used everybody, not just Garcon and Goodwin. He used Bucatini. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He might have to use Bucatini out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All those people. And the fact that we have a quarterback that builds chemistry with all of his weapons, knows how to use them, knows where to put them together in that offense. You know, I'm saying 10, 11, and 5 is my at best, but that might go up to 12 and 4 because of how the offense is. But that defense, if we don't work on that defense, 10 and 6 is very.
Because shootouts, because we already know the offense is going to score points. But at the end of the game, if the 49ers win this one 67-62, I'm going to be mad as hell. I said, we playing basketball, y'all?
Right.
Come on now.
Man.
Come on,
Like,
Niners.
I mean, I know. Did Stephen Curry make some three pointers in this game or
I
something?
said, come on, Niners.
Like, man,
Stop
on
them.
everything. We need some seconds. Like the shot of that. You know, that's my thing when I watch these Niners defense. That's what I know. And ever since I've been doing videos, it's Schmatadak. And I ain't been able to do the Schmatadak for about a year or so, like a couple years now. And that defense it's time to wake it up, man. And that's what I want to see, man. And we need. That's why, like, I know Emilio. I've been talking to him back and forth with Emilio about this record prediction, and you know, he's saying 9 and 7, so that might be, depending on how bad this defense is. 9 and 7 ain't too far of a stretch.
See,
even with a high-powered offense, like even with probably even the top 5 scoring offense in the NFL, might go 9 and 7 if the defense don't. With this Canadian indoor soccer league defense, we can't do that. John Solid, holla your boy.
That's what I'm saying,
if we need Patrick Willis,
God,
man, John Lynch is a defense guy, so I'm thinking John Lynch. That's why I see if we have like Fred Warner out there, if we have like Julian Taylor out there, put them out there. They look like they want to smack somebody.
The thing is, if that quarterback's got all day to throw, this is the only thing, because when you watch, like you said, Watson was sitting back making phone calls to his mama and everything else. Well, after the ball was snapped,
took a selfie, posted it on Instagram.
Yeah,
Took a selfie, did the Kiki challenge. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
the
A couple
whole
times in the
thing.
pocket. I'm like, if you don't knock it off,
Come on, Niners, what are you doing? And I see our guys out there wrestling their arms, just waving up in the air, trying to get at him. And the offensive line just holding him at bay. Oh,
like,
come on
man,
now,
some of them
not
plays, them slants
again.
was killing us in that first drive. So I mean, that's what I want to see. Not just the players, but that scheme that John Saleh's running. Like everybody's used to that Seattle 2.0 defense. Everybody knows how to beat that base coverage defense now. You know what I'm saying? They've seen enough
I hadn't
videos
thought
from.
about that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's seen that. Everybody knows how Cal Shanahan knows how to bust it wide open. You think they was paying attention to Cal Shanahan and the defense he was beating, which was John Saleh's? Come on now. Let's think about this here. Not faithfuls, pickleberries.
Yeah.
But we need Sherman. We need to have have this defense on fleek because week 1 Kirk Cousins is not playing, and the Vikings. I don't want to have a shootout against the Vikings.
I don't either. That's not a good situation for us because
I see that happening. I see that happening. I see a shootout happening against the Vikings. We might win by a field goal because Robbie is gold.
Robbie ain't
but
gonna
it'll
miss.
probably be like 45-42.
Oh, we'll be celebrating, but we need to be worried if that happens.
Niners win. Niners win. That's my prediction. Niners win 45-42.
Because
might be 45-44 if they keep it up. If this defense keeps it up.
No, man, people's hearts. Man, people be in the hospital after the game. It's just too much stress. Norm,
I'm telling you.
Damn it.
I'm telling you. I'm gonna be at church somewhere. Like, what happened? You're getting notifications on Google. Like, what happened? I don't watch games like that.
I know
unless
I'll be in the
I'm
hospital.
At the stadium. Unless I'm at the stadium talking schmack. Like, I can't go to Minnesota and watch the game.
Oh, God, fighting with the dudes in the stands.
Love to be there for that. Oh, see.
No, we gotta go, fam. You know I love hearing from you, man.
I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
Yeah.
Hey, so it's good. I'm glad to hear from y'all. We're gonna come back week 3 when they go to Indianapolis. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna check that out real quick. So
yeah, coming up
in the
this
meantime, between time, it's Niners all day. Ronbo Sports, keeping it live and locked in with all the faithfuls everywhere. Shout out to everybody all around the world. It's the greatest fan base on the universe.
That's right.
Niner Empire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Hey. Okay. Hey, 49 Faithful highlights is, if Elvis comes back, he will help the D-line, no doubt. Andre, what's up, man? Shoot 559, what's up? Rhodes Matheson says, I just read we are keeping C.J. Beathard as our number 2. Isn't that something? But C.J.'s not going to play this weekend. So let's see if that status doesn't change. So, I mean, I ain't going to wish nothing bad on C.J., but I do want to see if indeed what we're seeing is true with our third-string quarterback. You know? Mullins is like, what? Really? I mean, he looks sharp. He looks quick. His decisions are quick. His accuracy is up there. We'll see. And Deshaun Warren says, I really hope Kyle and Robert are playing Jedi mind tricks with the league right now. Appears to be soft. And then light asses up come week 1. You know, it's too early for the light switch thing, though. Because, you know, some teams do have a light switch somewhere through the playoffs. You see them hit the switch, and all of a sudden you see a different team. I don't know if we're doing that. I don't know. I'd love to think so. Eric Young says if our defense don't stop nobody, we're done. Yeah. And Justin Raymond says it's preseason. It's all vanilla. Preseason isn't about winning. It's about looks. And that's true. But some of the guys have been around for a while on the team. I'd like to see them be a little more tough, you know? Otis Redo says, I taught you, Harold and Marsh are not getting it done. D-line balling, it's the outside linebackers. That's true. And easy third. Thanks, fam. He says, I'm right here chilling and smoking a Chorito. You guys ever watch, I don't know if you're old, of Cheech and Chong, but they used to roll them, newspapers, man. It looks like there's a forest fire in the middle of the car. Hey, he says, for you bumping this outside my porch so my sorry-ass cowboy neighbors could hear us loud. Hey, cowboys! How y'all doing? Let me give you cowboys. Say, Yahoo! Go get your Yahoo butt whooped. Terrence Hicks says, Pettis looks like he's alligators or arms on that play. W says, man, can you believe we only got 30 sacks last season? I didn't even know we had that many, W. We really need to step it up in this area. Go get the vet, Dumervil. And I'm pretty sure they're going to. Trez, come on in, Trez. Monday night, boy, Trez will put his finger on this. Oh, yeah. It was Monday night. I was talking about the defense. I said, Lord have mercy, where they been. Each and every week, I'm saying to myself, where does he go? As I can't even call him. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Trez.
Hold up. Wait a minute, Ronbo. Put some red and gold up in it.
Wait. Yeah, nice. We'll get a good double scoop on there. Yeah. Trez.
Ronbo, what's going on?
Trez, I'm a happy man, but I keep thinking about that defense, and we're turning into the New Orleans Saints. I could see Jimmy out there now putting up 36 points, and we're still battling in the fourth quarter. I don't want that. See, that's the pass rush. It's Trez. It's giving me sort of a headache. Hey.
Me too, Ronbo. I'm right with you. I was making my notes. I tried to call in last night, but I was a little too late. But, man, look, can you tell me what defensive scheme that we are running? Because I really don't even know. I don't.
Maybe that's vanilla
Do you
D.
know? That was one of my questions I have for you. Have you ever heard of a vanilla defense? I have never heard of that in the preseason. I have.
You either play defense or not. Trez, that's such an excellent point. It's either ain't no such thing as a vanilla defense. You either stop them or you can get the exotic blitzes going and all that. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. But come on, y'all getting beat up man to man. Mano con mano. You're not winning.
Ronbo, you hit it dead on the head right there. You're not winning the one-on-one battle. Nobody is winning in the trench their one-on-one battle. That's just the bottom line. Now, now Buck, I can't say everybody, but Buck is doing his thing. But it's just one far too many. You know what I'm saying? And then even with Robert Saleh, I mean, I'm really not sold on him, man. I'm just not. I just don't like his scheme, his style of play for his defense. I just don't like it. That's all I can say about it, man.
Yeah, he'll be
because
fine.
for me, if you don't have the personnel, what are you supposed to do, Ronbo? You're supposed to come up and manufacture a blitz team. If you don't have the personnel to get out the quarterback, then as a defense coordinator, you got to scheme up some way, somehow, to get to the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's selling the job, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't, you ain't got to have all the pieces to the car, just some of the pieces to get the car started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're worried about adding all the fancy shit a little later on. But right now, you know what I'm saying? Just to get the car started, man, you got the motor. Come on, man. You got some gas. You know what I'm saying? We might not have a frame, but shit, we can crank it up and let's see what it sounds like. And I just don't understand it, man. We can't even manufacture a damn blitz. Without this defense doing anything, Ronbo, I'm going to go on and call it 9-7. That's as far as I can see it. That's as far as I can see it.
Oh, man. I tell you, I don't want to see. The record, aside from the record, I just don't want to see him out there struggling and straining and not getting it done.
We don't even play with attitude, man. We don't even play with attitude. You notice that? We don't even play with attitude out there on the D. We play soft. We fucking even tackle soft.
I mean, if we had some, one adjustment I'd make immediately, though, and stop clowning with it. Earl Mitchell, I don't care what Robert Saleh says about him taking lumps and getting beat up in the middle and doing his job and giving him credit. He sits. If he wants to stay on this team, he stays for less contract, and he's a third string core. I mean, he's a third guy I bring in. I'm bringing in DJ Jones or Sheldon Day.
DJ Jones, yeah. DJ Jones, yeah. I think DJ Jones it's his time.
Yeah,
I think it's his time. And then I'm gonna tell you what I feel like we very weak at. We've always been known for having great linebackers, man.
I know, right?
Our linebackers.
Always.
Our linebackers suck, man. And outside of Ruben, I mean, really, where we at with it? Where we at with it?
Well, you know what, Fred Warner shows a lot of promise now. Malcolm Smith.
I mean, Fred just got drafted to the team, though, Ronbo. I mean, I'm just saying, where we at with it? You know what I'm saying? As far as, the veteranship. We always kept good linebackers, man. We ain't got nothing.
Malcolm Smith can stop the run. This is you can't.
If he stay on the field, when you say Malcolm Smith, I ain't seen him since Super Bowl.
He's been hurt every year. How many years ago was that? Oakland throwed him out because you could pass on Malcolm all day, but he led that team in tackles and stops. But that's what he does. Fred Warner is going to progress quickly, though. So starting next year, we will have the legendary 49ers linebacker crew. But you're right. He just got there, and he's got some things he's got to learn before he becomes to that status. So.
Right.
Yeah.
We got to get some attitude going here, man. Really, we do. And one more question, Ronbo. Since when the second string quarterback job is not up for to be competed for? I that's a new one for me.
Okay, but you know
it's
why,
not open
don't
for
you?
competition.
Yeah, but you know why, don't you?
Hey, I mean,
think about it for a minute.
I don't know why, because he might have a investment in him, but he still is going to be the third string quarterback. Your investment got to show something.
Yeah.
Kyle's investment got to show something, man.
Trez, CJ and Joe Williams, we'll be talking about them this time next year. Kyle will lose face. Kyle will lose face if either one of those guys gets the boot. You remember they had Lynch begging him about Joe, and CJ, didn't they trade up for him as well?
I don't remember if we traded up for CJ. No.
Yeah.
I think we did. I think we did.
Yeah.
I think we did. But still though.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
Mullins looks sharp out there, and I mean it could be he could be a one-hit wonder, a couple of games. Let's just finish the preseason. But to me, that job should be, it's a competition, man. You should go into camp every year saying all jobs except for Jimmy G's job is up for competition. Bottom line. I got to see who hungry out here. Show me who want to eat. That's what I need to see. Who want to eat?
Yeah.
Because if you don't want to eat, then you need to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line, man. You don't want to eat, you need to be somewhere else, man. All these sorry-ass players ain't got no attitude, ain't got no swag about them, man. Man, go somewhere else with that, man. I'm not seeing enough, man, on that defensive side. I'm really not. And Jimmy Ward, I don't even want to talk about him. I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all covered that last night. I was listening to it. I tried to chime in on it, but I was a little too late. But I ain't gonna harp on him either. You know what I'm saying? It's time to cut loose, Ronbo. You know my motto. You've been here and you ain't showed shit in how long? It's time to go. It's time to go. You cannot be afraid to cut some veterans, man, because of depth, man. It's gonna be a lot of players get cut. We need to be looking at other teams' rosters. Who gets cut. Right. We need to be looking. I'm not satisfied. No. I'm not satisfied. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ward is one of them. He needs to go.
Well, no,
Eli need to go.
Oh,
Eli ain't
he was
doing
right
shit.
last year. Should have been gone last year.
Yeah, what I told you last year. What I said last year. Now nobody. No. He should give him a chance. No.
Hey, but Trez, we gave him a chance already this year. This is it. This is preseason. He was supposed to have his chance. Time is up. Trez, rookies are out there telling him where he's supposed to be on the field. What does that tell you? That's a crying shame.
Please don't tell me that, Ronbo.
Oh, if Fred Warner was trying to put him in position, who else was trying to put him in position?
Oh my God!
Was it Julian Taylor?
And he
was trying to help him.
He been in the system longer than they have. Yeah. Oh my God!
God, Eli, what do you be doing at night, man? Study the playbook or something. Oh man. Okay,
hey, man.
I just hope the coaches see it, because they'll give you an excuse. Even Kyle gave an excuse. He said CJ's foot was hurt. I saw him, and it looked really bad at some point. Well, Kyle, why didn't you pull him out of the game? If his foot was hurting, why would you?
CJ looks horrible out there, Ronbo. Straight up.
They're
CJ
carrying
look like he's taking a full step backwards.
Yeah, they're carrying him too fast.
And
And
that's
last year when he did what he did was because of the fact he was where Mullins is now with the third unit. I said it last year. I said, guys, it's not what it looks like. He's not going against the same competition. And sure enough, I think that was true. So, but we'll see. Mullins is going to start second this week because CJ's foot's hurt. We'll see.
Mullins needs to start, period. Mullins needs, that job needs to be up for competition, open for competition. Straight up.
Kyle would say so. He doesn't want to break
No, it's not.
CJ's spirit.
Kyle gonna protect CJ's feelings.
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna protect.
We're going to stop Trez, but I tell you what, man, I'm going to look for you tomorrow and maybe get some better news about what's going to happen next. If we hear about Eli being on the bubble, that's all I need to hear. I'll be satisfied. Whew, man.
No. Eli, Ward, and a few others. Okay.
Wait. Let me say this. You know, Gohard did. Gohard went and got some stats. You know what Gohard is? He's a man about the numbers. He says, we've been complaining about Jimmy, but he gave up 2 catches, or he only gave up 20 yards in that game against the Texans. We only seen him mess up. We didn't see what else he did. Oh!
Man, Jimmy, man. They ain't throwing that way here.
Hey,
really,
Trez.
that was his.
She's got a question for you.
Come on, Ronbo.
She's got a question for you though. What would you pursue Khalil Mack?
Hell yeah.
And what would you be willing to give up?
Shit, next year's number 1. I don't give a damn. I need a pass rush. I need somebody to get after the quarterback.
If John Lynch says yes to that,
you need a 1, huh?
Yes. I've changed my mind. If next year our first round pick ain't gonna be worth a damn, it most likely we're gonna win more than 8 or 9 games.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What we gonna do with it?
Anyway, get an edge rusher, and you're not gonna get. You're not going to get edge rusher as good as Khalil Mack, so you might as well give up the 1.
You're not going to get as good, right? That's what I'm saying. You're not going to get a veteran as good as him. That's what I'm saying. So you know how far that rookie got to come to get to where Khalil is already at. Come on, man. Nah, give me Khalil, take the 1, and I'm gonna holler at you. I give you the deuces. Ronbo, that's my time. I'm out of here. TNT. All day, best show there is, Ronbo Sports. Don't forget to hit the like Sheik say. That's my brother, and I'm a holler at you.
Sheik, appreciate it. Hey, Trez, I'll talk to you later, man. We're making some good news, and somehow I know John Lynch is on this. I just know it. All right. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo.
Yeah. I got this thing about first-round picks, right? But Trez is right. Whatever our first-round pick is next year, we're going for an edge rusher. Why go for an edge rusher next? Khalil it's not like he's 20, 30 years old. Give the Raiders a first-round pick. Give him a sec. No. Give him a first and a fourth. Okay? And let's go to the bowl. I'm telling you, you put Khalil Mack with Solomon Thomas and Deforest Buckner. And Jeff Tan says CBS Fantasy agrees on the crush on Marquise Goodwin. I'm telling you, man. Look, Marquise is going to be like, oh, every time you look up, oh, Goodwin's in it. Because Kyle's going to finally figure out how to scheme him completely open. All he needs is 6 inches of daylight, and he is gone. That's it. That's it. It's over. Hey, Chris, what's up?
What's up, man? Hey, I'm sorry I've been trying to call in and get busy, tied up, but I've been listening. But, man, what's up?
Oh, Chris, hey, good to hear you, man. I tell you. Well, first of all, I'm whining and whining. I've been a happy man all preseason long until I noticed that pass rush and Deshaun Watson standing back there laughing and smiling and having a good time. And Dak Prescott. We got his ass, though. I mean, Solomon T. and Deforest brought him down at least once. But Deshaun was just back there. Hey, how y'all doing? Came close.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, young fella, I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to wait. All right? Good. Hike the ball. I mean, Deshaun was toying with us, Chris. There was no pass rush.
He was making Bruce Ellington look like a superstar out there, wasn't he?
Amen to that, too. Oh, no.
I said, Bruce, not Bruce. I said, and he getting up and he's not hurt after catching the ball. What kind of Bruce
I
Ellison is
know.
this? He fell down at least about 3, maybe 4 times. I'm surprised he got back up.
Without grabbing his
They
hamstring.
healed them over there. Hey, but for this pass rush, I saw the article earlier today, and I agree. I think we need to go on and call that man.
Yeah, he's
That
coming.
man, Elvis Dumervil. Yeah,
He's coming. He'll be here next
I know.
week. Damn it.
John's got to have a little red phone in his pocket to call him, right?
But Chris, we got dudes in the camp, 24, 25, 10 years younger. Can't get it done. Got to call in Elvis Dumervil at 33, 34 years old. It's a crying shame. I'd be ashamed if I was in camp and they brought him in and I'm 24, 25 years old. And, oh, God. But he is great.
Yeah,
I understand that.
Yeah. It does seem like they're not playing, like, all the way. I ain't saying they holding back, but
Playing possum? Maybe.
I don't know something, because this ain't the same group of guys that was flying around
Last
that we
year,
saw, to
right?
finish out the year. Like,
Yeah.
that fire ain't. Jimmy, yeah, you can put him in the bubble. He don't need to play any more games. All right, he's still already ready. Make sidearm throws, whatever. A few others they can go on and get out of that. And why was Ruben in the game so late the other day too?
Yeah, they're going to work Ruben hard because he's going to have to take off 2 weeks. They're going to try to get him in as good a shape as they can. That's what they're doing with him. At least that's what I read about, I guess it's been about a month now. Yeah, they're going to work the shit out of Ruben.
I figured that was their reasoning, but at the same time, like the way people catching these injuries like that.
I know, right? And Ruben's susceptible, too.
I wouldn't have Ruben out there. Yeah, but I do think last year, he couldn't work out like he would have because he was rehabbing from that shoulder surgery.
We haven't seen Ruben go to blue
now he
one
had
time.
the whole. Yeah, so he done had the whole off season to work up, put some muscle on, build his stuff up. I think he'll be more durable.
And plus,
you remember he just kept getting fingers or whatever.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Rolling around on the ground. And that was from not training before the season started. You're right. He's still playing like Ruben, but your body can't take those kind of impacts if you ain't ready for him. And Ruben still hits hard naturally. So that's why he was laying around in pain.
Right. Yeah. I know they said they was trying to teach him to tackle a little differently or whatever.
He has to. Helmet rule.
Yeah. Man,
that puts his shoulder.
That rule right there,
it's gonna be a problem.
That's going to cost a few games this year. I saw the NFL just said they're going to send out some video to all the teams showing what the example of it they mean and whatnot. But that rule is going to ruin a few games this year. We see it already.
They said they're going to rewrite some things before the season starts. This preseason was supposed to be just a test tube thing. And they were going to just check things out, see how it works, what this and that. This putting a helmet and hitting a man on his ass, his feet, or something like that. If they throw the flag for 15 yards on that, I mean, it's time to turn the lights out in the stadium and go home. That's just ridiculous. You can't even lay your head on a man's leg without a flag. Come on now. I mean, I can see a helmet to head-to-head contact, but hitting a man in the side and the leg and his feet and still throwing the flag, that's ridiculous.
That's what the helmet's for, for that stuff. I mean, come on, man. Like, might as well, hey, it's time to go to flag football then.
I know, right? We're one step away.
Nike, they need to go ahead and start working on the secret uniforms. That's what's coming. But yeah, that's horrible.
What's
but hey, I'm. What's that?
They put them leather helmets back on that they used to wear. What has it been, 50, 60 years? But them leather helmets on. I bet you won't see nobody leading with their head there.
Exactly, with their head back.
Yeah. So
that's basically rugby then, man.
Kinda. You got to wear a helmet though to show your colors, but they got to change that rule, Chris. They can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
Games should not be determined because of a hit. Not like that. If it's really a personal foul, okay. Man.
I mean, you asking these guys muscle memory. They've been playing since elementary, some of them, middle school. That's muscle memory or whatever, coordination, or whatever to tackle that way. That's how you've been taught to tackle all your life. And you expect them to change in a couple of months? That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and that tackle, I mean, that was a textbook tackle yesterday as
man.
Mostert came down and took that dude down. Perfect form. He's got the you can see the shoulder tucked into the leg. His head was clearly turned to one side. The ball carrier goes down and drops, and he bumps against the man's helmet, and they throw the flag. They threw the flag.
You know what? Mostert reminds me. He brings that energy to special teams like old Bubba Ventrone, man. You remember Bubba Ventrone a couple years ago? Clay was at the Red, man. He would fly down there. Yeah, man. So I think he gonna make it again just for that. Hey, my last thing I know before I have to get off. QB situation. I was a CJ fan, man, because he got beat up so last year. He might be shell shocked. I'm not sure, but every week you see him telling the wide receiver you were supposed to go this way or do that. Why is it
you notice that too? When they come back, he's pointing this way and this way and that way.
Yeah. Why is it you're the only quarterback who's constantly telling the wide receivers to run a different route? I'm starting to think it's really him, you know? Like, it can't be the wide receiver fault every time.
Yeah. Well, okay, I blame Kyle for that.
So,
call a powwow during the game and make sure they go over these things during practice. That should not be, we should not be seeing that. You're right. Get those things straight before the game, guys.
I'm gonna try to get one of the reporters to ask that question to them because that's starting to bother me. And like Nick Mullins is he's coming in like he looks like he might have a little bit of it. He might have some it in him that can grow.
It's as if it's him that's learning from G a little more, doesn't it? We'll see. Yeah. I think he's gonna start second man this week because CJ's hurt. Chris, I tell you what, I'm gonna go and look for you tomorrow, all right?
All right, I'll be here.
All right, fam. Looking for you. Have a great night.
All right. Yep.
Oh, man. All right. Hey, it's James time. Come on in, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
James, other than that, if I see a pass rush this weekend, James, I'm gonna throw a party, man. Because that'll let my mind rest at ease that things are not what they seem right now, the defense. I'm not worried about my offense at all. I know that offensive line is going to create holes soon enough. But that defense, it's like Trez says, ain't no such thing as no vanilla defense. That's them dudes out there getting overpowered. They're getting beat.
You know, I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking that's going on, and it's just in my opinion, but I believe this new helmet rule thing has got them so cautious to tackle because there's a downside to that type of tackling. If you run into somebody, 225-pound man running downhill, and you go to lean your head back to keep your head out of the play, it can either work for you or it could work against you as well, to a serious injury with your head being pushed back and this guy hits you and your legs go out from under you or something. I mean, it could be catastrophic. And I think that a lot of that is playing into it. The NFL, everybody's talking about it. They have basically said, we have got to redirect the approach of this call, because I really do think if a player hits another player in the helmet, with this helmet, jaws his head back, then that should be a 15-yard penalty. But there's no way you're going to stop somebody 200 pounds, 280 pounds, going into a running back, and he's supposed to pull up and keep his head out of it. That's where the bad tackling is coming from, bro. That's exactly it. Because when you go to pull up this guy and see what they're doing, they're blaming defensive guys for doing that. But now a running back could still run full blast, full turbo, heat seeking, coming at you with his head down.
I seen Fournette
And
do
lay,
it. Just
his head
last week.
right in your breadbasket and knock the wind out of you and keep going. They don't call a flag on him, but they'll call it on a defensive guy. And I'm gonna say this much. I know we're not seeing a pass rush that we need to see right now, and we need to see one. But I think
just a little bit. Just little.
Let me tell you what I think is in play, if you ask me. I believe they're going to show Eli Harold the door, and they're not mad with him. He just don't know where to line up on the field, okay? They're going to show him the
3
door.
years.
And I believe that we will be so much better in that linebacking core with Warner, Rubin, and Peter Tamapino. Now, if they go that direction, I believe what's going to happen, they're going to show Earl Mitchell the door. They're going to let DJ Jones and Sheldon Day play that nose position. Let them battle it out. Who's going to be the starter? You rotate them in and out. Keep a fresh guy. They are going to demand the double teams. Now, Julian Taylor, apparently staying healthy, is going to start for this team. Now, you have Taylor, Buckner, Thomas, and possibly even Armstead. I would live with Eric Armstead, but they got to get rid of Eli. He got to go, man. And I think that would be more of a pass rush. And I know some people are saying, maybe we should go after Khalil Mack because he's such a polished individual. Yeah. But here's a newsflash. That's a smokescreen by the Raiders, because before they let him walk out the door, they're going to franchise tag him. That's what they're going to do. They are not going to let him walk out the door the same way them LA scams are not about to let Aaron Donald out the door. Okay?
Well, he ain't playing for no franchise tag. You already made that clear.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's going to miss a lot of money, because you can see they right now have got $200 million tied up in free agents and new people they done signed. And you know, they're trying. They went and signed that tackle, gave him a 4-year deal to extend him. You understand? $32 more million. And I know Aaron Donald is like, what the heck?
It's mad as hell.
Man, they didn't even throw me a bone and try to say, would you take 20, right now?
That's the second player they've signed, James. That's the second player that I know of since Aaron started complaining about his contract.
I've said this, and I'm saying it again. If they don't make it to the Super Bowl this year, you can believe Les Snead is going to be fired, and probably Sean McVay might go too. Because they got no defense, and it's a horror show over there. It's like the American Horror Show with the LA Hams. And I'm gonna say this much about CJ. CJ, it's time for him to get walking too, because I'm gonna tell you. Do you know that interception he threw to Joe Williams? Joe had no time to turn around, and CJ just throws the ball right over the middle to him. A defender, the linebacker, is coming full speed and just looks and is like, oh, he going to throw it right to him? When he hit Joe.
Wait, James, was CJ in the game at that time?
Yes, he was. CJ is the one who, that interception he threw, Joe had barely just came past the offensive line and turned around, and CJ threw the ball to him. When the defender hit Joe, the way he went down on the ground, I knew, take a look at that play, I knew something was wrong. This guy fell down on his tailbone with a defender on top of him and could not move. And that's probably what did some damage to his foot and his ribs. Because this dummy right here, who I don't know whether he got music coming in his helmet, I don't know what's wrong with it, but I know one thing. He don't need to drink, because he acts like he doesn't time his eyes is open, like he done had a cocktail 4:30 in the morning or something. I mean, this guy has got to go, man. He can't generate no offense. I believe he's still shell shocked from last year the way they beat him up. Because if you ever notice when somebody put a good hit on him, he do that little twitching like he looking around like, man, shoot, they better get somebody in here to block, man. The guy almost took my darn head off. And then telling the receiver, like the other caller said, every time he throws the wrong pattern or overthrows a defender or completely throws it to the west of a defender going east, he's like, hey, buddy, you should have turned around, did that hook, came back in there. You got to spin it off now. You went the wrong way on that. I don't know whether that's trying to show Kyle Shanahan that, maybe he knows something about what he's doing. It's sad, man. It's sad.
But, James, we got to hold up right there. I tell you, James, I'm going to look for you tomorrow as we return to the radio. All right, fam?
Yeah, man. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Have a great evening. But I do believe Peter Tampo is going to make a big-time impact on that defense this year, bro.
If they would just let him play, I don't know why. Okay, well, he won't play this week. It's a dress rehearsal. Whoever's starting will be out there to start. And we'll see. It's crazy.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this should be a week for him, man, because Eli Harrell, if you don't know where to line up, do you really need to be out there, man?
And everybody knows about it? That's embarrassing. Anyway.
3 years in the team, and you still don't know where to line up. Use a Sam linebacker, man. Oh, my God. Niner Empire, Niner for life, Ronbo. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for having me. Hope to see you tomorrow. James.
Always a pleasure, fam. All right.
Thank you.
Man, all right. No, Ryan Tanner does confirm that was, it was Nick. It was Nick. It was actually, that was a busted play, and yeah. Anyway, let us go down to, it's Win. Hey, Win. Come on in, fam.
Ronbo, how you doing, sir?
Oh, Will, I see such a potential for this team, but I see that one weakness. Everything else is fixable, but I worry about the edge. I've been worried about the edge since before the draft, and I thought we'd have it fixed. When? I think not. Dang it. Wow.
Yeah, we're struggling right now. We don't have any pass rush. They're gonna have to manufacture and scheme up pass rush and everything. So
I hope they
do. Hopefully Buckner can keep getting a good push in the pocket. And, and that can kind of maybe force the quarterback to get outside the pocket a little bit, maybe just running right into his defensive ends. But our pass rush is going to have to come between Solomon Thomas and
the only way we can get him. The quarterback ran to him.
Yeah, it's going on third on obvious passing downs with Solomon Thomas and Buck being on the inside. That's going to have to be where the pass rush comes from. It's not going to be what we can consider to be a traditional pass rush where the defensive end is going to be, making the quarterback step up in the pocket. Buckner is going to have to collapse the pocket, and the quarterback's going to have to scramble out for us to have any kind of effective pass rush. Because I don't see it. That's disappointing right now. So we got a ways to go, man. I tell you, I'm excited about the offense, though.
You're right. I see that offense looking like clockwork in another 2 weeks, just flawless. I mean, Jimmy G's got exactly the weapons he needs. Kyle's got exactly the kind of weapons he needs to scheme, any kind of scheme he can think of. I mean, that offense is just going to be kick-ass. And they got to score 50 points to win? No, Lord, no, please. That's not what I was expecting.
Hey, you know what? It seems like Goodwin is taking another step forward, don't he?
Didn't he? Whew. Man.
I mean, I was just wondering if that was just like fool's gold, where he just got hot at the end of the season. I mean, but he's not double catching anything. His pass patterns are looking good as far as him running routes and everything.
He's been learning
I mean,
well.
if it hits his hands, he's catching it, man. And we know that speed, so he's showing where he can run the whole route tree and everything. So that's looking pretty good. If we could just get Pettis to focus in, man. Pettis has big play potential also.
Oh, huge. And like I said, I don't know, examine this theory for a second. I think Pettis is laying low just because he doesn't want to get hurt before the season gets underway. I've seen him wave plays off. I know that look. I've seen guys do that before during the time I was playing in both high school and college. He waved those plays off. He could have made that play, but he backed off at the last second. One time he made a catch and let it go. I said, oh, smart boy. I don't like it, but it's smart. You ain't no point in you getting hurt right now. All right. I had to respect it, but I don't like it. It's a strange feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? He just seems to have that it factor, you know.
He does.
You know, as far as being out there, you just see the playmaking potential and ability that he has. So that's I'll tell you what, it feels good to have a young receiver like that because he's gonna be able to take the top off the defense along with Goodwin, man. So that's gonna give Garcon a lot of room to operate underneath. And you see like how Juice caught that pass, and so we're gonna be able to. Jimmy's gonna pick people apart. So that's the offense is not the problem, man. But
no, not at all. There's no defense to stop that offense.
Yeah, you know what? Another player that disappointed me, man, on a couple of plays was Adrian Colbert, man. He missed a couple of tackles. And I know nobody's going to be perfect, but boy, I tell you when
he missed one really bad once.
Look here, Bruce Ellington couldn't stay healthy for 3 years with us. He's taking hits left and right against the team during the preseason. I'm like, Bruce, how come you didn't do this 3-4 years ago? But anyway, so I mean, and look here, and Bruce Ellington's not a big guy.
No.
It's like, look here, man, you square up on him, you got to take him down.
Yeah.
But anyway, nothing's perfect, but I just want to see where the guys keep making progress. But I mean, look here, because if you miss a tackle against Bruce Ellington, then there ain't no telling what's going to happen with Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Bruce is quick though. That's why I keep telling people. Well, I keep telling people, don't worry about Jerick McKinnon getting hurt. You got to hit him first, and I've seen his moves. He ain't gonna get too many direct hits either. So what we're gonna see, that offensive line has got to first create some creases, and they're gonna see a different run game. Right now, people have given up on the run game already. I don't know why. It's the same thing we went through last year at this time. They don't have an offensive run yet. Offensive line yet.
Yeah, it's gonna take. It takes some time to gel. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Who do you pencil in at the right guard? On day one, who do you want to go with?
You had to ask me that, huh? You know, because Josh McGarnett fooled people this other day. If Jonathan Cooper would be my choice number one, but he ain't ready. So, man, I'd put Mike Person in there. Mike Person is doing it. He looks like he knows what he's doing, is what I like.
Yeah, you know, I think I was reading somewhere where he started like 14, 15 games for Shanahan before. So that's
that's a
plus.
plus.
I think when he was with Atlanta or whatever somewhere. So he definitely has a comfort level with him.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to see exactly what direction we go with that. So.
Yeah. But Cooper's definitely your most talented one of the three, I think. But he ain't ready. That leg is not giving him. He can't play on that leg.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm hopefully he can get a little bit healthier where he can get some run with the first and second string this week.
Mm-hmm.
We can kind of see if he can kind of gel with them. You know.
Yeah, that would work. Man, that would work.
Yeah.
Because that dude.
All right.
All right,
yeah, boy, because I'm telling you what, he's a monster against us last year.
Oh.
He played for the Cowboys. But,
keeping Buckner at bay. I said, what? Oh, who is that? And all of a sudden, we got him on our team.
Yeah.
What? All right.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to use him. Hopefully he can get back healthy. So, hey, Ronbo, I appreciate you, man. Love listening to the show. So we're going to see what all happens this week and everything. We'll get back with you then.
Thanks, Win. It's got to get better. Especially on defense. We're right fine with everything else. All right. Have a good night, Win.
All right. Okay. God bless you, sir.
Thanks, man.
Not in Pop.
Yeah. And, hey, Otis.
What's up, Ronbo? What's up, man?
Oh, Otis, man. I've been feeling so good so long all preseason. All of a sudden, it just dawned on me we haven't got a pass rush again. But there is a little bit of hope knowing that Salah knows he'd better come up with a way for that off defensive line to scheme up or something. We cannot allow Deshaun just woke me up this game is what it is. Deshaun was back there having a party. I mean, he just throwing the ball
Yeah.
and hitting. I mean, wow. Why? He ain't under no pressure. Is
Yeah.
why. Oh,
Mm-hmm. You
that's
know
gotta
what?
stop.
I'm disappointed in all the outside linebackers.
Hey,
Tachu,
hey,
Eli,
Otis,
even
Otis
Cassius
Jones,
Martin. Yes,
Otis Jones,
sir.
speakerphone. You need to come off the speakerphone because you got just get an echo effect. I can't hear you clearly.
Oh, okay. Let me see. How it sound now? How it sound?
Let me go ahead and continue. Sounds a little different.
You can hear me now, Ronbo? You can hear me, family?
Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, man, I'm disappointed in all the outside linebackers. Harold, Atachu, man, Atachu was getting handled by the third and the fourth stringers, Rumbo.
And
That's
headbutted
scary,
him
Rumbo.
and got a flag.
That's scary, Rumbo. I
Ain't
seen
it?
him getting stonewalled like 3
Oh,
times. I was like, God damn, man, we paying him like $5 million for 1 year, and
thought
he
he
ain't
had
even getting
game.
close to the quarterback.
I
He's not even
know.
getting close to the quarterback. And then even Cassius Martin, I expected a little more pressure from him too, being that he played in this cover 3 scheme coming off the edge. I haven't seen enough from him. You know, it's just like we got the same guys stepping up. If it's not Buckner or Taylor or Solomon, it's like shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody on the outside got to step up. I've been screaming bring back Dumervil for been 3 weeks, man.
Well, you go get him too.
I think,
they might already
see
call
now
him.
it's coming. Yeah, it's coming to fruition, man, because it was a mistake to let him go. He played in pass rush situations last year. He didn't even play a whole lot. He had 6 sacks. He led the team. And he real small. I don't even think he's 6 foot tall. He know how to bend that corner. Once he gets to the edge, he know how to bend it and get around the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Technique and step.
A lot of these guys, they got that explosion in their step, but they don't know how to shed the block. You got to be able to shed the block and get the man the fuck up out here, Ronbo. I'm just like, man. And then you know, on the offensive side, you know, the outside linebackers are worrying me. But then on the offensive side, we got to get the running game going, man.
Yeah, you know what though? That's the offensive line with that. Remember last year we was crying about Carlos. The same time last year, Carlos was running into nothing but meat. They give him the ball, bam! There he is. There goes Carlos, and they was doing nothing but throwing the ball like they're doing now. As you notice though, as the weeks went by, little holes started opening up a little bit more. Carlos damn near got 1,000 yards on the season on the part-time. I mean, splitting carries. So I know that's gonna be fine.
Yeah, man, they got to hit the sled and start hitting that damn thing, man. Start pushing that sled a little more. Pass protection look good, but the running game is looking bad. We got 2 running backs knocked out in the first game, and then the last game, you know what I'm saying, we didn't have nobody stand out. Nobody really stood out. You know what I'm saying? Until what was the dude that came in late in the game everybody got excited about? Wilson Jr. He looked good. He looked like he knew where he was going. But man, we gotta get this shit together, man. We can't be one-dimensional, man. We cannot be one-dimensional, man.
Oh, you know something, Otis? I just realized something though. Jeffrey Wilson did look like he. Okay, because I just got to giving the other guys an excuse. I just forgot about Jeffrey Wilson. Why was Jeffrey Wilson knifing and shooting through there like that?
Yeah, he was balling. He was playing like he got a little vision out there, so that was nice to see. But other than that, man, we got to get the guys that we counting on. We got to get them going, man. And as far as Salah, I heard I was listening to Trez. I agree with Trez. I like Salah, nothing against him. I like him. But he got to get a little fiery out there. He got to start getting in dude's face, man. Start pushing some fucking buttons out there. Somebody got to hit the quarterback. I tell them, man, if y'all don't want to hit the quarterback, leave your equipment and shit in your locker and go home. Somebody hit the goddamn quarterback, man. Like, seriously, man. Because I'm watching every game on the network. I'm watching every game, and I'm comparing us to the competition. In the rest of the league, man, the pass rushes, that's how we know we don't have a pass rush by looking at what the other squads are doing. These other squads are getting after these quarterbacks, man. We gotta goddamn get out there and hit somebody, Ronbo, man. We already got a young secondary, so that up front, I'm not worried about the line. The D linemen look good. Sheldon Day, Taylor, I think Solid gonna be solid when he get back. You know what I'm saying? Earl Mitchell, oh my God, Ronbo, he's just like a tattoo. He can't get off blocks. He getting pushed around, man. We got to get our shit together, man.
And in the second, and the secondary is going to be stout. You got Sherman and you got a Kello that gets better. Kello gets better and better every week. So you got that back there, and I know Witherspoon. I mean, not Witherspoon, but Adrian messed up yesterday. But I don't think he's been pretty solid. Otherwise, I think that was just a mistake. He's probably ashamed.
Yeah, he made a mistake, and a lot of people put it on Tart, but Tart was coming to clean up.
Yeah.
Colbert had the assignment. He took a wrong angle, and Tart ended up trailing the play. He was coming to clean up. But other than that, man, it's early. We'll get it. We got time to get it together, but we got to do it now, man. We can't just go into week one thinking, oh, yeah, we're going to get sacked all of a sudden, man. They got to start getting off the goddamn blocks, man. Somebody get off the block, goddamn.
Yes.
But yeah, man. That's my time, man. I don't want to hold us up, man. I just wanted to chime in on that, man.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, man. I'll tell you what. I'll look for you tomorrow night. We'll be on the Red and Gold Radio, okay?
No doubt, fam. No doubt, fam. Empire, man. Hey, I just want let me say this real quick. They got me fucking rolling in the comments, man. They is roasting in the comments.
The comments is a whole other entertainment section, man.
Yeah, man. Know what I'm saying? They hit me upside the head with their Rich a few times too, but I'm cool with it though, cause you know what I'm saying. I know the game. But Empire, man, we gonna stand up, no matter what our record is. But yeah, man, we gotta goddamn go out there and hit somebody, man.
Yeah,
shit.
Please, you know. All right, Otis. Have a great night, fam.
All right, Ronbo. All right, later, fam. Later.
Yeah, you know, man. It's Nighthawk's time. Nighthawk.
What's up, Rambo? What's going on?
Nighthawk, man. It's all about the Hawk, man. Nighthawk, what's happening, man? Because we're starting to get petty now. At least I know I'm getting petty now. I got a team that looks very good. It has got a lot of potential, and we're only seeing a little bit of stuff. They're not exposing everything. But I do want to see a better pass rush.
Yeah, but see, I think CJ got to go.
Who?
CJ.
Oh, CJ. Hey.
I'm talking about the quarterback.
Oh, hey, Nighthawk, did you video in Nighthawk?
Yeah, I did. I
don't see any Nighthawk. I just hear. Oh, there he is. Oh, Nighthawk didn't want us to see him in the bed again. Nighthawk, you were saying about CJ. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry because I don't know what he was. He got to be go. He got to be gone.
You think just like that? No more chances?
Yeah. Because I agree with, what's the name? I agree with what's the name who said CJ should be gone?
Well, there's been a few people I think that said that tonight, but you know what? CJ's still basically, man. I hate to make a quick judgment on him like that. Actually, you can't keep three quarterbacks though. But the problem is, most of us are scared to death. If something happens to Jimmy and CJ has to come in, he can't be out there after every play. You were supposed to.
Well, if they're going to keep CJ, they can put him on put him number 3.
Yeah, but they're not going to keep three quarterbacks on the roster. You got to go with the practice squad, or you're part of the 53. I wonder which one would be the safest on the practice squad, though. Would it be CJ or would it be Nick?
Some teams got 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah, I know. It's always been a policy with the 49ers. They never carry more than 2 on the active roster. And I don't know. Yeah, you're right. The Jets, some of these teams have had 3 and 4 quarterbacks. They weren't winning any games, though. But still, they still had a lot of quarterbacks.
Well, I think they should have 3 backups just in case. I mean, what happened if your backup is the second one go out? Then who are you going to have then?
Well, the 49ers would do, it would be Jerick McKinnon actually had some quarterback skills. He was actually Matt Brady's quarterback when they were back in Georgia. We'd be in big trouble, I'll tell you right now. It would be scary. I don't know what a team does if 2 quarterbacks go down. I don't even know if that's ever happened. I'm going to check that out. I got to go Google that up. Has a team ever lost their first and second string quarterback?
I see other teams that has 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah. The thing is, you can't put them on the active roster. Now, I don't know if the league would bend. Say you got 3 quarterbacks, you can only activate 1 extra. And then what if they both go in the game and they both go down during the same game? Now what do you do? Yeah. It's an all run game now? That'd be crazy. That's never happened before that I know of.
Yeah. But like I said, but you know what, Goodman? I like Goodman. He's doing and that other guy we got, damn, I can't get his name. The one who got that
quarterback. Nick. That's Nick Mullins.
Yeah, Nick. Man, he's a bad dude.
Well, now he looks like a bad dude. But you remember last year, Nighthawk? CJ looked like a bad dude. He came in 3rd, right? Because you had Hoyer go in first. Everybody hated Hoyer to death. Well, what was the second guy's name? I always forget his name. Anyway, the blonde-haired guy, Barkley. Yeah, Barkley came in 2nd, and he got booed. He was playing against the 2s. And then here comes CJ against the 3s and whoever. And CJ was lighting them up, looking good. And
yeah, but now I don't see him looking good in preseason now.
Well, he moved up a level. There's some things that seem to be unclear out there, too. CJ's out there. The receivers are running the wrong routes, according to CJ. And CJ's still having a little problem making decisions out there quickly. He looked a little faster the other day against the Texans, though. He's speeding it up. I think he still needs a little more time. If I had to... Yeah. You can't put Nick Mullins on the practice squad this year, though.
I was like Robinson.
Who?
Robinson, the receiver Robinson. Yeah, I like him, too.
Robertson.
You know the guy the receiver was... I can't get his name. You said that he was so he got a
Aldrich. I just realized you said Robinson. Aldrich Robinson. Hey,
yeah.
I never knew you were an Aldrich Robinson fan. That's why I didn't click at first. Yeah.
No,
he didn't play with. He played the other day.
I like him because he's good with Goodman too. So him and Goodman would be a good tag team.
It's gonna be interesting to see who makes it. Because Nighthawk, you got.
I will keep those two, and I'll keep him and Goodman.
Okay, so you got Goodman, you got Robinson, you got Garcon, Taylor. Who did I leave out? Garcon. Let me go from front to back. Okay, you got Garcon, you got Goodwin, you got Taylor. You like Robinson, but the thing is, you got to put our second-round draft pick in there. Dante Pettis is definitely going to make this team. So that's 4. So you're saying the last 2 guys would be Aldrich Robinson and Goodwin. Yeah, Aldrich Robinson. You got one more guy. So probably going to Kendrick Bourne. You're probably going to keep him. But Richie James is in the mix too, though.
What's the other guy? Yeah, and also Junior. What's his name? It was the other guy too, Junior.
Victor Bolden. Yeah, Victor Bolden Jr., yeah. See, all these guys have their moments of really looking good. I just don't know how they're going to do that wide receiver group. That's just crazy. But Nighthawk, we're going to go.
I'm going to say one thing. They need a pass rush. Real bad. I know.
Really bad. Really, really bad, especially from the edges. We're great up the middle. We got great linebackers, but there's nothing coming off the edges.
Yep. Okay, before I go, can you give me a shout out?
I can do it, Nighthawk. Niners for the Hawkman.
Yeah, front of Empire, and I'm out.
I'll see you tomorrow, Nighthawk. Yeah,
Peace.
It's so bad. And all they say around the league, every team has its weakness. Every team has its Achilles heel. Ours is coming around the edges.
Niners.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
Yo, Ronbo. What's good with you? Yeah, I mean, salute to the Niner Empire. Yeah, I mean, I'm up here playing mad right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm going through it with these fucking Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, I mean, might buy me a fish sandwich.
They got great fish in Seattle.
Salmon sandwich.
Wait. Is it what is that name of that fish you like?
Yeah, that's what it was, Ronbo. A tilapia sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Ronbo, what's good with you?
Everything's good. Everything's good, except my edge rushers. I ain't got no edge rushers. Hey?
No edge rushers.
Yeah, I got the middle. I got that sewed up. But we got to have some pressure off that edge. And I'm noticing the guys we thought were going to be okay. I don't know if they're going to be okay or not. Damn.
Listen, I think, hold on. We got Solomon, Solomon Thomas.
He may work out, actually.
Buckner.
Yeah. Solomon on the edge might happen.
Right.
Damn. Because he's working on it really hard. I think you got Solomon. If you put Solomon on the edge, you put Buckner on the inside, and they'd switch back and forth. You put DJ Jones in the middle, and either Julian Taylor or Eric Armstead on that other side. That's a formidable group. Damn it, they should be able to get. They should be able to get to that quarterback.
Ronbo. On defense, on the defensive line. I'm riding for my younger, Taylor Jones.
Taylor Jones?
Yeah, he from Temple, Ronbo.
Oh, you're Julian Taylor, you mean?
He from Philly. He from Temple.
That's right. I remember he is from, it's Julian Taylor,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I like that
from
Taylor
PA
Jones
to CA. What up? You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I be telling everybody, Philly and Cali is family. You know what I'm saying? Ronbo, we ain't going to stress the front line. You know what I'm saying? I think, Julian Taylor, I think, Solomon Thomas and Buckner, they're going to take care of business. And, hold up, what's the boy name? Day?
Sheldon Day.
Yeah, Sheldon Day. You know what I'm saying? For real, if Kyle, if Kyle Shanahan do this and get a motherfucking somebody like Gilbert Brown to clog up the middle, that shit'd be crazy. Cause motherfucking
the middle of the defensive line is fine. We got some good guys in the middle, but that edge, the edge gets locked up by every offensive line they've played. They just can't get around it. We watched Atachu get handled. They didn't even let Cassius Marsh play very much the other day. They don't let Peter Tampapino never gets in. And Eli Harrell, I think they just stopped asking him to go try. So, I'm wondering what we going to do about the edge. I hope Solomon T can do it because he's working hard at it, So we'll see.
Right.
Man. It's worrisome.
Hey, Ronbo. Yeah. I think Eli might get cut, though. You know what I'm saying? Long as he don't go to Seattle, you know what I'm saying?
He can go to Seattle. I want him to go to Seattle. And please use him. Him and Dante. Put them both out there at the same time. Oh, man.
So that means that, McKinnon's going to have to Joe Williams going to have to and Jimmy Guac, he got to throw the rock. He got to be right there.
Well, the offense ain't gonna have no trouble, the offense is gonna be fine. By week 7, ain't nobody gonna be able to stop that offense, even the Texans. And I got a lot of respect for the Texans, but man, the defense, we can't be giving up 40 and 50 points. That would make us like the New Orleans Saints, man. Drew Brees out there putting up 95 points. They lost 96 to 95.
Ronbo. Gasson, Trent Teller, I'm chopping that they neck good one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, they gotta get on their job and tell Jimmy Guac, throw that shit. You know what I'm saying?
No worries there. And
you know what I'm saying?
G hits everybody on the field. I think he threw one to Kyle Shanahan for a touchdown. G just be spreading it out, boy. Defense be sitting back thinking they got him figured out. Throw one to Derek Selleck. What is Selleck doing? Garrett is not supposed to be involved. Oh, and then you become, here he comes. They schemed me. What? What? They scheming me, man. Your boy can't cut me up. Boy, sit you. Man.
Yo, Ronbo, I think that, I'm gonna say this. I'm riding out for Joe Williams. Joe Williams will make the team, and Victor Bolden will make the team. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's prediction. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm writing it down, y'all mean. All right, Joe Williams makes the team, and Victor Bolden
Joe
Jr.
Williams is making it. The two that didn't make the team last year is gonna make the team this year. I'm co-signing the shit.
We gotta go. We gotta go. But who are you cutting then? Who gets cut? Who you cutting?
Richie James, I got love for you. Salute. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you're not. Are you gonna cut Richie James?
Damn. You're right, but like I'm saying, listen, like if it's a business decision, I'm signing Victor Bolden. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he gonna help us out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You had to think about it though. Yeah, that means you ain't sure about that. All right. So hey, one more week. All right, we're gonna talk about that. One more week, and then you can make a decision.
One more week. One more week.
Richie James is damn good.
Right.
Yami, we gotta go before we run out of time. It's getting late. I'll be looking for you tomorrow.
Ronbo, I don't know, Ronbo. I'm gonna stand on it because, I want Victor Bolden to make the team. I think he's gonna help us out. For our away games. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he gonna be a piece to the formula, you know what I mean? And stand on that. And fuck what y'all say. I'm riding with Joe Williams and I'm riding with Victor Bolden. You know what I mean? Salute to Ronbo, salute to the Empire. I love y'all. I'm out.
My man. I'll be tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo. Love you, Ronbo.
Hey, love you, y'all. Have a good night, fam. Well, you heard it. He's not changing his mind. It's Victor Bolden Jr. and Aldic Robinson. And bleep what we think. Victor Bolden Jr., I'm sorry. Oh, Joe Williams. Joe and Aldic. All right, anyway. Hey, is that John T? John T, come on in. We haven't talked. John T, man, I ain't talked to you in all forever, man. John, you there?
Oh, hey there, me. What's up, Ronbo?
Wait a minute. John T.
How you doing there, brother?
What's up,
What's happening, man? All right, it's all good, man. All good in the neighborhood, man.
Hey, it's always good to hear you, Bam Bam.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, so what's our Niners been doing? I missed the last game. I was out of town, so how we looking, man?
Oh, we look so... offensively, we look so good. I'm telling you right now, they're going to get better, too. That's the crazy and scary thing. That offense is looking good, and they ain't even looking half as good as they're going to look. John, my problem is I'm a little concerned about the defense. I'm not seeing enough coming off the edge. It's kind of worrying me. That's the only thing I'm thinking about now. Everything else is fine. The secondary looks good. Linebackers look awesome.
Right.
But can I get a little rush off the edge? John, I just want a little bit of rush, just a little bit of pressure. I can't see it, John. That's my problem.
Yeah. I think what they should do, man, I'm telling you, pass rushers is hard to come by these days.
I know.
I guess it depends on your defensive scheme too.
Yeah.
And you know, I think Salah, he playing that cover 3 scheme.
Yeah.
So you know, you gotta have you have to have a one-on-one edge rusher that can beat their man on every play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's say if somebody on the line get double teamed, you know, they're gonna have to take care of business on that one-on-one. But I guess it hasn't been happening, man. So you know, that's pretty much all we need. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We've been preaching this for like 2 or 3 years now.
I know.
You know,
It goes all the way back to 2014, John. I'm not seeing no pass rush since 2014. Last one we seen was, well, that last season with Harbaugh was good, you know. And then after that, we ain't had nothing.
That's, hey, only guy I remember is Arden Smith. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's, I mean, who besides him who came after him? I can't really think of nobody with the pass rush.
Well,
yeah,
you know, for a minute,
crazy.
it was, we had Aaron Lynch.
Dumervil. Okay,
Dumervil's on his,
yeah.
Dumervil's on his way back now. I got a feeling Dumervil's already been given the phone call, and he'll probably report in, not this weekend, but he'll be back in Monday morning, I bet.
Because we got right, you know.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah, but we need that pass rush, man. Because you know our offense, man. I think we can control the ball, but I'm a little concerned with our running backs getting hurt though. I mean, we will have to get a big bruiser back. I hope so, man. Because you know we put a lot of money on McKinnon, you know, and you know my man, he just got nicked up on the first game. They kind of like scared me, and then Breda went out of the same game. So I'm like, hold up, what the hell's going on?
No offensive line. Breda got the bejesus knocked out of him because the offensive line wasn't pulling properly. And McKinnon didn't get hurt. There was no place for him to go. He pulled up a calf injury. It's a strain. Nothing to do with any hit.
Oh, okay.
These guys just, man, that offensive line's got to get some movement going. Because you know how the scheme goes, Johnny. They got to get out in space and create openings. And then you got your quick backs. Right. They can see that. They can put their foot down and they can go. But now if they're just running to a wall of meat, ain't going nowhere. And it don't matter how big he is, you're going down. We're talking about 260, 70-pound linemen. You can't run through that.
Right.
Unless you get a move on
them. Right.
Hey, we got Alfred Morris coming in, though.
Yeah, I think he's going to make the team. Because I just think that he knows Kyle Shanahan's system. And, you know, he's not a speed back, but he's consistent, though. He's very consistent, and he runs the ball hard. So that's like a change of direction back. You know, you got your speed back, then you got your power back. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, if he stays in shape, but he got to show us a little something, because I guess he put out a football for a minute. I don't know if he played. He played with the Cowboys last year, right?
Yeah, he was with the Cowboys last year, so he hasn't been off that long.
Okay.
He just needs to come in and get his legs underneath him. He already knows Kyle's system, so it won't take long. He's going to get a lot of work this week, from what I heard. So we might see him this weekend.
So,
I don't know.
All right. So who we got this weekend?
Yeah, we got this is that dress rehearsal game. We got the Indy Colts.
Okay.
So we got big Quentin Nelson out there.
Oh, is it an Indy?
Yeah, it's Indy.
Okay, I might try to go to the game.
Wait a minute, is that a home game? Or is that in Indy? Yeah, they're traveling this week, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because, you know, I'm in Kentucky. I'm like 3 hours away, so I might try to make that move and then go to the preseason game, man.
There you
Take
go.
my boys out in person.
And it's a good preseason game to go to, John, because they're going to play the whole – I think Jimmy G might be out there most of the first half, actually. I know he's going to play at least a quarter.
Really? I heard he looked pretty good. I guess he's from Texas, man.
He looks like I know the playbook, people. Uh-oh. Y'all know I should not have learned the playbook. Defenses, it's over. And him and Marquise Goodwin, they're going to become unstoppable this year. I can see already. Garcon made an appearance last week. Trent Taylor looking like he's back to his old self out there running tricks on people. And we got a new guy. You know about Dante Pettis, right? We got some receivers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're deep at receiver this year. Yeah, which has been a while, you know, saying that because, you know, everybody think we don't have any receivers, but I don't know what they talking about. We we got more than enough. So we're
More.
definitely gonna show them in the regular season, though.
They'll score.
Yes,
Got George
sir.
Kittle as your tight end. Garrett Selleck still out there doing that great blocking he does. This is such a completely balanced offensive unit. I love it. But John, I need an edge rusher, John. Man, the minute I get excited about my offense, I start thinking about my edge. I say, give me an edge rusher, Lord, please. Give me an edge rusher, please.
I think only how we can be the air rusher if we be ball controlling like 3/4 of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, but
we don't need it. Yes.
like you said, we gonna need the edge rusher on third downs, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's what it counts. You know what I'm saying?
John,
Right.
John,
Yeah.
great to hear from you, fam. I'm gonna tell you what. You might be going to game. Get back to. Let's talk about it tomorrow, all right?
Yes, sir, Ronbo, man. Hey, man, I appreciate what you're doing, man. Niner Empire, baby boy. You have a good night there, Ronbo.
Hey, John, I can't wait till you call back, man. You have a good night, too.
All right, buddy. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. And I see 49er Jabron 49 says, give me and you 2 years old birthday girl a shout out. Is that Namin? Hey, give me and 2 years old the birthday baby. And is that her name? Namin? I see, it's almost Yamin, but it's not Namin. Is that right? Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Namin. Happy Niners birthday to you. Oh, man. Hey, let's top. Hey, it's Joey Mahoney, yeah. Dum-de-doo-ah. Ooh. Joey Mahoney. Hey, Joey, what's up, man?
What's going on, Ronbo?
It's not that Joey. Hey, who is this? You're Joey. Another Joey. I got two Joeys. I can't bust out singing every time I see the name. Come on in, Joe.
No,
What's up, fam?
No, this is the regular.
Joey, were you imitating somebody, man? I was trying to figure out. It didn't sound like you.
No.
And you didn't come in with your typical Ronbo. So I was kind of confused.
Oh.
Yeah, it's too late. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Is that what you were waiting for?
Yeah,
I could do that. Is that what you were waiting for?
Oh, well, you knew I did. It's your calling card.
Well, hold on.
All right, go ahead.
We'll step back, son.
All right.
Step back. Hold on to something tight. It's coming. My man, with the not playing. Talk to me, buddy. That's not what you wanted.
I mean, that's why I know it's my Joey, man. Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm telling you, Joey, man, I love my team to death. I see nothing that can't be fixed. But I was so disappointed in that Texas game as I watched Atachu getting handled. I didn't even see Cassius Marsh. I don't even know who was on the other side. So I'm thinking, damn, don't tell me this is as good as it gets off that edge. Because when Solomon comes back, I know he's got it made. He'll handle it. Eric Armstead, everybody hates him, but I know he'll be fine. So I
have an idea of what they're gonna do. I have an idea.
Yeah, please make me feel better. Good, go ahead.
I think what they're gonna do, just in my opinion, I think they're gonna put Buckner on the left side, on the end. They're gonna put Solomon Thomas on the right side, on the end. They're gonna put Eric Armstead and DJ Jones inside. And I think that by having Thomas and Buckner on the outside, they're gonna do good. I think that's what they're gonna do. I don't know.
No, they're experimenting. Guess. They're actually experimenting with Deforest right now. I don't know how far along it's been. They haven't said anything about that in a couple of weeks, but I know they're thinking about that.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I mean, shit, nothing else is working, so fine.
Yeah. That's what's killing me. I'm watching Atachu. He's like, He can't get off the block. And what does he do? He leans forward, back. Flag comes flying, and oh, ref. He's got his arms extended fully. And you said lead with his hands. He leans forward, and the other guy's got a big block head. There's no way to avoid it. And you call a flag on him. Oh.
Yeah. And these flags are getting ridiculous, dude. Some of the games that I've seen. I was watching one game on the NFL Network, and the dude went to go hit this guy. It was a different game. It was not a Niner game. It was a different game.
Yeah.
And the guy went to go hit him, and he was gonna do one of those shoulder tackles with like just hitting him with the shoulder.
Yeah.
And he hit the guy with his shoulder, and the helmet of the guy that he was gonna hit was on the other side, and the guy that hit him, his helmet was on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
Completely missed the helmet. It just hit him with the shoulder, and they said it was helmet to helmet. that's not helmet to helmet.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
See, it's all subjected to the referee's discretion. He's going to look at it and make a decision.
Yeah.
And a lot of those decisions are just stupid.
It is. I agree.
So
I agree.
We can lose games like that. What if we get an idiot for a ref and he calls one of those plays just in the nick of time? And you know what we're going to be playing, right? We'll be playing the Rams. We already stopped the Rams. They're 4th and 1. We're going to stop them. Bingo! Now the ref can come in there and manipulate the game.
Yeah.
Flag on number 94. Why?
Yeah.
Helmet to helmet. Oh!
Yeah.
15 yards?
Yeah.
Oh, ref! No! And then the ref can determine the game.
Out of field goal range. And that's going to be out of field goal range with no time left. It's going to be a 10-second runoff, and we lose the game that way. That's how it would end.
Damn. I'm going to lose my mind.
Remember last year?
Yeah.
Remember last year with Trent Taylor when he did that little out cut and
got called for PI?
A pick play.
Yeah.
The PI was because of a pick play. They say it's a pick play. That's the infraction they call it. That's the interpretation.
You gave it a name that night. Because you know Robbie Gould.
It's called
Robbie Gould was going to punch that in. You know he's going to punch that in.
But they say because he went under because the other receiver, the inside receiver, went one way, he went the other way, and because the defender couldn't guard him, that's why they say it's a pick play. And so that, by the definition of that, you can't screen somebody. It's like a screen in basketball. When you go to screen them, you can't do that. And that's what the play is. But if you think about it, that's what the Patriots run every fucking time with Tom Brady. And they never get called for it. You know what I mean?
It's Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. What are you going to do?
Yeah. It's stupid, but that play really upset me last year because I was like, damn, the Patriots run it, no call. We run it when the game's online and we get called for it.
Remember the pass to I believe it was Matt Breida made a pass, a perfect shot in the end zone, and Trent again. He rubbed somebody on his path, and they call that play a flag, bring the touchdown back 49ers. What? Oh,
yeah, I remember
that play had nothing. The play's on the opposite side of the field, and you're calling this play on the other side of the field. It had nothing to do with the play. Flag, 49ers. Bring the play back.
I remember that play.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Refs,
but
controlling games.
What are you thinking? I keep hearing you asking other people, like, who you getting rid of, who you keeping, like, what do you think? Who do you like so far? Who do you not like?
I'm not ready yet. I need to see one more preseason game. I'll be able to tell you. I tell you, Joey, and 5 minutes after the game, though, I'll be pissed off, even if we win, because there's certain players that piss you off each and every week. Now, Eli Harold has already been cut, as far as I'm concerned, in my book. I wrote him down weeks ago. Right? I've had enough of Earl Mitchell.
You don't want Eli?
I don't want Earl Mitchell.
You don't want the book of Eli?
Who was that that said? Who was that that said Eli will be driving the bus, and on that bus, on their way out of town, I want Earl Mitchell on that bus.
I remember that. I heard
that. Who else we got to put on that bus? We got a lot of good players, though. That's the thing, Joey. I don't have a lot of guys I don't like, but Earl and Eli, I've got no problem.
Ward.
Well, you see, I feel bad for Jimmy Ward.
Oh my God!
I really feel.
I can't do Jimmy Ward no more, man. I just can't. I think he's just a bust.
Nobody can.
I'm sorry, man. Oh man, watching him is like watching an episode of Days of Our Lives. Man, you just want to turn it off. You know what I mean? I mean, God.
Before you jump in the TV and smack somebody,
Are we gonna
right?
watch it again?
I agree. I just don't know. It's.
What about Becker? You want to keep Becker?
Now you see, he's another head case. Not a head case, but he's another guy I think needs just a little more time. I don't think he's that bad, but he's doing some things wrong that I think could be fixed. You know, you can look at a guy and you can tell he's never going to get any better. He's not like that. So I wonder, with just a little more time, will he be able to orchestrate the offense a little better? I like Mullins, though.
Remember Sean the Jeweler last year? He said that it was that week one over Jimmy G. He was wrong on that one.
Joey, you did not bring that up. Oh my God!
I had to, man. Damn it.
Sean, I know you be listening, bro.
Hey,
Sean, you gotta come back and explain that.
Remember Sean? He said, "Hey."
Damn right, I'm listening, bro.
Man, he looked scared.
Hey, Joey, we gotta go, man, before Sean comes in and kicks everybody's ass. You know how scary that dude is, man.
Oh, no. I'm playing, man. Don't beat me up.
I will. Let me talk to you tomorrow, fam. Oh God, Joey had to bring that up, man. Whew, wow. All right, Joey. See you tomorrow, man. Good. All right. And Sal, who does a brilliant shot, I thought it was for a second. Salvador!
What's good with your Ronbo?
Hey, man, I'm telling you.
Joey's a clown, man.
He is, man, because I thought about that last week, actually. I remember Sean talking about that. I thought it was week 2. That week 1. Yeah, from week 1, it was going to be Joey's... the franchise sit down and CJ come in, you know. Sean, come on, Sean, don't get mad, man. You know we're just playing, man. But Sean, you couldn't get back in it, man. We want to hear some explanation on that. Jay, Salvador, though, what's up, man?
Nothing much, Ronbo. You know, just kicking back, you know, listening to everybody talk, running the chat room with the mods. You know, it's just another day. But, you know, I don't really want to get into I feel like I don't want to be like a broken record and, you know, keep talking about pass rush and players we need to get rid of. I just want to talk about Jimmy G.
There you go.
And
That's
our
a pleasant subject, too.
spectacular offense. And check this out, Ronbo. So the Colts play tonight, right? They play Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
And they run the same defense we do. They run a 4-3.
Okay.
You know what's going to happen on game day?
What?
Jimmy's going to carve him up.
Oh, that's. I didn't think that far ahead, but you're right.
I saw 2 plays, and I'm like, okay, they're rushing with 4 people, but you know they actually get to the quarterback. The Colts do because they do little stunts with their linemen, which is what we need to do. We need to implement that more tactics into our pass rush. That's why we're struggling. Their linemen, they're doing stunts and they're pretty fast. So, anyways, but they run a 4-3, and I think Jimmy G is gonna carve them up on game day. It's gonna be a slaughter because he was already should have been 11 for 12. You know, on Saturday, but I mean he was already dead point accurate. So I don't think we're gonna have a problem. What do we play? Do we play Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
You see, yeah. Oh shit! And we got Colts on a short week. You see, we should win.
That's cold, you know. And they got to deal with Jimmy G on a short rest.
Yeah. Oh my God, Ronbo! What the hell? We are going to destroy them. They're going to be tired. They only got 3 days to rest, 1 day of practice. We're good, Ronbo. We're good.
The only disadvantage, we got to travel, but still, look how many days. The 49ers been off for 2 days already. Yeah.
Yeah, we already got film room in done.
Yeah.
You know, we got more film to review after tonight. You know, the guys will probably do that tomorrow. So,
you know,
man, it's looking good. Hey, one thing, Ronbo, too. I just got shipped in the mail last week a on-field player jersey.
What number?
Number 10.
Oh!
What's his name? Jimmy James?
I believe it starts with a G.
Name?
I believe it's
Jimmy James?
Garoppolo!
My bad. Garoppolo, yeah. Garoppolo. There you go. That's his name. Sorry. I'm a new Niner fan, you know.
Yeah,
nah,
right.
Fuck that. I ain't a new Niner fan. I just had to get my boy. Stitch and everything. That's just, the numbers are not fading off after I dry it. It's staying
there you go.
Clean. Man,
Hey.
I'm excited to wear that at Levi's.
Sal, you said an on-field jersey. What do you mean by that? Is that you can't? Is because
it's okay. It's niched. It's like stitched on the letters, the numbers. It has a cool like little NFL symbol, the NFL logo. It's like really decked out. It looks pretty cool, and even like the way it's just stitched together. Just like the way it's hard to explain it, but it has like real cool like threads around the body. It's like weird. But I know it's an on-field edition because it even says it on the collar. It says on-field. And it did cost me a good chunk of money, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I was
I
going to say, it must have been expensive. You got to wear that one, man. Let us see what that looks like.
I got the last large in Pismo Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
man.
I'm lucky.
Yeah, Sal. Yeah, and you're right, too. We need to talk more about the offense because the defense is that
yeah,
edge is making me off the craziest. The offense
we could go every day, talking about no pass rush and Armstead this and Jimmy Ward that and fucking injuries and Joe Williams and this and that. But we just gotta focus on the positives and the guys that are gonna make the team.
There you go.
And like basically the stars. And like to be honest, we haven't even seen Richard Sherman play. He makes a big factor.
Difference, that's true.
With no pass rush. He's gonna make a big factor.
Because you can't throw the ball quick like they're doing right now with Richard back there. That's true.
Yeah, and then Ronbo, you see how the DBs, how the young ones were playing.
Look good, didn't they?
Not towards the end, but like Tavarius Moore and Mosley, the play they made together, that was pretty spectacular.
Boys
I like that.
Moving that ass.
Mosley got up and fucking zoomed to the end zone. That's what I want. He wanted to score. He's making the team,
fast
Ronbo.
too. I mean, he was up off his ass like there was springs in his ass.
Yep.
Boom! He's running downfield 100 miles an hour. Whoa!
Who do I sound like? Right. Right. Yeah, but Tyvis Powell, he's not gonna make the team.
Who? Tyvis.
Powell.
See, and Sal, you said we wouldn't talk about no negatives. As soon as you bring up the name Tyvis, you don't even have to say his last name.
Yeah,
I'm already
mad. Negative.
Man, I forgot to put him on the bus
the
too.
The negative is we're kicking him, but it has a roster spot, so that's the positive.
Yeah, I know, right?
Every subtraction is an addition.
Yeah.
So,
Tyvis.
I'm pretty excited too. Come cut day, because we're gonna have 2 open spots, like you said. You've been saying it a couple of times. How we always pick up other people's cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Like last year, we picked up a lineman. Forgot his name. It was like Xavier or something. We picked up a D lineman last year.
I know who you mean, and you're right. What was that dude's last
name? Yeah, because and then that Ledger Doozable guy, like we kept rotating. Like John Lynch was like bringing in freaking linemen every week, every other week.
No,
that's why we got Patrick Marsh here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but you know why we could do that last year, right? Because we had a sucky record and our waiver was at the top. So that won't happen this year, Ronbo.
That's right.
It's the truth, Ronbo. It can't happen. Once we start winning, our waiver is going to go down.
That's right.
And other people are going to be releasing players, and I know the faithful is going to be like, oh fuck, we should have picked them up. Well, why didn't we pick them up? Because the waiver it probably didn't get to us. Probably a third team on the waiver probably picked them up. Maybe the first team. But
who Indianapolis. Who else finished behind us? Cleveland.
No, I don't think it goes. I don't think it goes on last year's record, Ron.
It goes on current record.
Yeah, it goes on current record, like on the regular season record. That's how it works.
All right. So
as long as we stay in the middle of the pack, or not. No, I don't want to be in the middle of the pack. I want to be at the top. If we're at the top, that means we're playing good, and none of the players are getting cut, so we shouldn't have to add anybody. So.
There you go,
and none of someone's getting hurt. So that's the way you got to look at it.
All right, Sal.
So,
I'll be looking for you tomorrow.
Right,
and get more
Salisms.
And you come in tomorrow and scare everybody. I've been listening, bro.
I've been listening, bro. Hey, I could do a lot of impressions. I'd be just chilling, watching the fucking I'll be watching the show and I'll just be practicing. And I'm like, damn, one day I'll just call in and go off on everybody.
All right, Sal.
All right, then, Ronbo, you take care.
You too.
All right. Good night. Good night, Empire.
Good night, Sal. And let's go. Is hey, Daryl Green.
What's up?
Daryl.
How you doing?
Everything is coming up roses, Daryl. It's right. You got I got G looking like a G. I got Marquise Cuban. All of a sudden, the fantasy people are saying, hold up, wait a minute. Look out, the 49ers got a fantasy dude. And Marquise Cuban, I understand, is racing up the charts with a bullet. And Trent Taylor, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch the game. What happened on the game?
Well, offensively, we look awesome, especially after Jimmy G. But Jimmy G sat down. All of a sudden, both the Texans and the 49ers looked like ass. There was no moving the ball. There was no getting near the end zone. The flags start coming out. The referees lost their mind on the helmet.
Oh, yeah.
It just it really turned into a yuck game. And in the fourth quarter, they pulled out a miracle on us. Joe Webb is awful as a quarterback. He looked terrible in that fourth quarter. He drove down in the last minute and 30 seconds and beat our ass. I said, this is not happening. They beat us in the last second of a fake touchdown. Dude kicked the defender in the leg. The referee says, that's all right. Call stands on the field. It's a touchdown. What? No. It's okay. It's a preseason game.
Got somebody. They got somebody coming back.
Elvis Dumervil, probably. Because we're having a problem. Yeah, we're having problems with
I like to have him back. He's good, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why they let him go.
And now that's a good question too. Why they let him go? They thought Cassius Marsh. They signed Tachu. We have Peter Tomopinu, who they never let play. They said they were going to give Eli Harold another chance this year.
Nah, they didn't let him go.
Yes. Everybody has the same thing to say about Eli.
Yeah. Nah, he ain't doing no good job.
Yeah, they want to save that money. So now they have to re-sign Elvis, apparently, and let some people go. That's all there is to it. So.
Yeah, but what's the name player Saturday, man? He gonna be a beast though. That new running back we got.
Oh, you talking about Alfred Morris? Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna do something if he plays on Saturday.
Yeah, I hope the offensive line starts to get a little better this week to give them at least a little running room. Whew, man, because that offensive line is still learning. You
think they're gonna put Joe back on the what's name? Injured?
Joe Williams? They're gonna have to. Yeah.
I think they probably go with the new running back we got and the one they paid all the money to, and what's that one from the Buccaneers?
Oh, you know what? Jeremy McNichols he's not that bad.
I think they'll go with them.
Yeah, he's better than I thought.
I think it's gonna be some big trades before the season starts.
Yeah. So who you got in mind?
I don't know. You know how what John List said. You'd be surprised.
Stay awake.
Yeah,
It's John Lynch.
Man, I think they put work on that pass rush. Everybody talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's
hoping that they trade with the Oakland Raiders and relieve them of the pain of Khalil Mack.
You think we can get it? You think we can get him? Because we got to play them this year.
No. But I'd like to think we could try. I mean, somebody said go ahead and give up a first-round draft pick for Khalil Mack, and I thought about that for a second after Trez said it. We're going to use our first-round pick probably next year for an edge rusher anyway. Why not go ahead and get one that can play? And he can play. Yeah.
Yeah, you see the little stupid-ass Raiders and Rams all that fighting on preseason game.
Oh, I didn't watch the whole game. They didn't break out fighting until the second half, I guess.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Because neither one of them were playing
crazy.
anybody. Neither one was going to play their first stringers. So that was some second string guys fighting.
Yeah. I'm talking about the fans. They were fighting.
Oh, nothing unusual about that. Raider fans, that's what they do. They've learned not to mess with us, but the Raider fans, they'll jump in anybody's face. Man.
Oh yeah, man, what they stay hating on us, man. I be seeing all kinds of stuff. They running our flags over, like damn.
And then they say we're the ones who are criminals of the NFL. And they be starting that. We finish it and they start it, see? That's why they don't let the 49ers and Raiders play no more preseason games, because they know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to play and try to be polite, and then somebody will get stupid, and then everybody gets stupid. See, I don't know why they thought they was going to get away with that.
For the first game we got, they got like 6 people there, the Vikings.
Oh, yeah, I heard. I've not seen their injury list, though. Hey, give me some names. I haven't checked that out yet. Who's on their injury list?
I don't know. I seen something pop up, but I just strolled right through it. I ain't really look at it.
I wonder if it's anybody seriously important. It's always important, though. Because last year they lost Dalvin Cook. I don't know what's going on with the Vikings, actually. I haven't checked that out, though. Everybody's been talking about it. I want to see who they're talking about. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got some. It's going to be a good season, though. I think they're just putting everything in the right people, I think we gonna ball. See what they're doing right now. They just, catching everybody out. What I mean?
Yeah, I know. No, it's gonna be a good team.
The messy games they doing.
Oh, it's gonna be a good team.
The messy games they doing. Yeah, you know what I mean. Everything will be back right. You know what I mean. Once you get get everything going on. But yeah, that's crazy.
It is what we got to do.
I'm gonna tell the wife you say hi.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, be looking for you, man.
All right. All right, I'll see you next time, Roma. All right, you take care.
You too.
All right, go Niners. All right.
Yeah.
Give me that shout out.
Niners! Yo!
All right, and Dallas Cowgirls, they suck. All right, you take care.
All right, fam. Night, Daryl. And it says, I see the area code says 951 Riverside. Hello, Riverside. Hello.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, who is this?
This is Rudy.
I said to myself, that voice sounds awfully familiar. And Rudy, are you coming in on a new phone? Rudy, and what can we do for you tonight?
Let me do my call line. Hold on.
Oh, God.
Finally, Rudy has returned to the Ronbo show. All right. Now,
yeah.
Ronbo, you guys are looking a little better. But I don't know about Jimmy G. Little happy feet. Got a little happy feet there, throwing off his back feet, threw another pick. I don't know about your boy. And I'm liking that pass rush.
Rudy. Let me ask you a question. Are you talking about that ball that went over Dante Pettis' head that he should have caught?
Jimmy G, he's got good feet work usually, and he does throw some balls on the money pretty good, when he gets his feet set, when it's a clear pocket. But he tends to get, his accuracy goes away sometimes.
Okay.
He'll overthrow passes.
Hold on a minute. Can I just interrupt that for a moment? Do you remember last year we had no offensive line protection for Jimmy G, and he was throwing off his back foot?
I know that. That's what I'm thinking.
Also, you remember last year when he could not set his feet and he was still throwing for 300 yards a game? Rudy, I don't know, but from where I sit, Rudy, I think your observation may be a little flawed. But go ahead. I'll give you another minute or so. Yeah.
He has a tendency to lose his accuracy, and he forces things in there. He starts throwing sidearm and around guys.
He's thrown touchdowns with that. TDs.
And Peter's going to be a recipe for misery. But, just leave that.
Keep praying.
Leave that pass rush. Don't bring in Elvis Dumervil. Leave it just the way it is. It's fine. It's fine. It's even because we don't have linebackers. And you guys don't have pass rush, so that way it's even. What do you say, Ronbo?
You expect an even match? Rudy, we're not here to play even. We're here to hurt you. We're going to destroy your team, Rudy.
I want you guys to get Khalil Mack too. I wish you guys would get Khalil Mack.
Now,
wish
why would
guys
you want that?
I want to be.
What?
I was ready. I was going to take the next step on both. Mark my words. I know I'm a Rams fan, but he's ready to take that step.
Khalil Mack?
I want you guys to get him. I want you guys to get Khalil Mack. I hope you guys do.
No, wait a minute. No, why would you want that, Rudy?
I want you guys to get him. I want us to be the two elite teams, and for the next 5 years, whipping each other's ass and then whipping up on Wentz and those boys in the NFC Championship game.
Rudy, this is an unusual bedfellow thing. You know, this kind of alliance is just not normal, Rudy. You know, because you're still.
I miss when. I hate the 49ers with a passion, but, it was good when both teams were good. You guys had the lion's share of the great teams. We were always the up-and-comers, and we could never get over the top with the show trophy wife owner until we went to St. Louis, and she was forced to play some players like Marshall Faulk, get us over the top. But, I want both of our teams to be back ruling the division, and the Seahawks can go away. We already smacked them out and took the crown away from them, and we'll see what happens, and I hope Sherman gets healthy, and I want both teams healthy when we face each other, and we'll see what happens, Ronbo. I hope nobody has no injuries, and I hope everybody, has a good season. So I'll talk to you later, Ronbo. They're honking for me to go outside, so I'll talk to you later, Ronbo. Have a good night.
Okay, Rudy. You too. Fam, it's gotten to the point. It's hard to hate this guy. You know what I'm saying? Any comments here? He says, Rudy, you be careful. You do have to come back into this chat room. Jeff Tan said, Rudy just mad that he couldn't pass out the 500 male cheerleaders for Los Angeles. Sheik says, oh my God, Rudy, stop lying. Where's Matumbo's? You gotta give the Rudy. I'm not sure what to make of that conversation. Okay, let's go to Carlos.
Let's get ready to Ronbo.
Carlos,
hey,
we are.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, man.
I don't know, Rudy. I don't know. Well, why would you want another opposite team in your division? I mean, to get better, you would want them to get worse, right?
I would. I
wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want the Rams to get better. I mean, obviously, you want to show them that you're better, the best in the division. But you kind of want to make it easy too. I want to make it easy and just win the division. So and play in the playoffs. But,
I'm not sure what that conversation was about. I don't get that. And why is he being so nice tonight? You know what? He was kind of nice last time, too. I'm not sure what's going on with Rudy. I think
this is what I think about Rudy. I think he, back then when Joe Montana was coming up and, winning Super Bowls, that's in the time when the Rams weren't good, right?
Yeah.
During that time? So Rudy was kind of he's still a little phased from that, from the 49ers and all that. And, right? So he must I think I like the Niners and, so he likes the Niners a little bit, so.
It sounds like it. Wanted both teams to be the stronger teams in the division. The funny thing about it is the Rams have never had, the last few years, the Rams have had no trouble with the Seahawks, which is interesting. So, I don't know what's going on with Rudy.
Than that, but,
yeah. Hey, enough about Rudy, though.
What do you think about CJ?
Yeah. I don't know what to think about CJ. I still think he's being carried too fast. I still see a potentially better quarterback than I'm seeing now. You know what I mean? You can tell how some quarterbacks are always going to suck, but I don't see him being the permanent kind. I mean, I could see him getting better sometimes, but he needs to be carried a little slower. And last year, he should have never been placed in the game. I knew that last year. This year, I don't know what to think. I don't think he's a bust, though.
Yeah, I don't know. He might get his job taken away from him. I didn't get to watch the game, the Saturday game. So I don't didn't get to see them play, so I can't really judge them, all the players. But
Yeah,
I saw the highlights of when Garoppolo was in there, and he threw 10 for 11, right?
Yeah, no, 10 for 12.
It was. Oh, was it okay? And then that tip pass opposed to the interception.
Yeah, and like you say, it was a tip pass, and Shanahan says Dante should have caught that. I thought that pass was just a little bit out of his range, but Shanahan's standing closer than I am because I'm watching it from the television monitor. Dante may have timed his leap wrong. If that happens, he's on his way down as the ball is coming by. Then he did time his leap wrong, time that wrong, and he did miss it. So I guess that's what happened.
Couldn't react to that and catch it. But I mean, but other than that, the touchdown, Trent Taylor, that was good to see.
Well, that's going to be classic Garoppolo and Taylor. You're going to see that a lot. Because Taylor and you get Taylor and Dante Pettis in the red zone. There is few better red zone threats because you can't stay with either one. Pettis can run a route and drop anybody to his knees. And you already know what Taylor can do. Yeah, I mean, that guy's full of tricks. All Jimmy's got to do is watch out. Which one's open? I can't wait to see that.
Man. Juice
and then,
Juice and all those guys. And Ricky Selleck and but just how many receivers do you think the Niners are going to keep?
How many what?
4?
Receivers?
Receivers.
Yeah.
Wide receivers?
7.
Keep 5 or
7?
7?
Yeah, they're definitely going to keep
They're
more
gonna
than
keep
5.
7 receivers.
Is it going to be 6 or is it going to be 7? That's the question.
That's
It's not going to be 5 though. Yeah. So which one they do?
It's a lot
the
of
thing is, what's 7? That's the biggest question. God, it's really going to be tough.
Yeah. So Nick Mullins, did he playing pretty good or?
Nick Mullins, he looks really good, shockingly good.
So he played really good on the Saturday game?
Yeah, he'll come in second. CJ hurt his foot, so I don't think they're going to play him this weekend. Yeah. Oh,
CJ.
Yeah. So I don't see him playing this week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So most likely Mullins might take CJ's job.
We go through this every year. Last year, CJ was the golden boy coming in third, and I don't know. I got to see a little more. But anyway, Chris, we're gonna go. I'll look for you tomorrow, fam. Or Carlos. Yeah,
all right,
Carlos.
Man. All right, salute to the Niner Empire and all the mods, man. They do a good job, man.
Yeah, I know, huh? There you go.
Yamin, man, he cracks me up.
Who?
Yamin. Can't get enough of Yamin.
I know many dudes, man. We've never seen him with a shirt on.
All right, Ronbo. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, Carlos, appreciate you calling in, too. Talk to you later, fam.
All right, no problem. You too.
And we have another. You know what? First thing I got to do, I got to find out where they have tilapia fish sandwiches, because I'm dying to know what that tastes like. Hey, Mark. Hey, what Mark could this be?
Mark.
I'm with the man, the myth, not a fan, legend, Ronbo Sport.
It's Mark. Mark, what's up, fam?
How you doing? How's it going, Ronbo?
Hey, doing all right, man. I'm looking at such a perfectly built machine. It's got a lot of young talent that people don't know nothing about, don't even know their names, but they look razor sharp. And then I look up at my edge, and all of a sudden I feel this sensation right in the middle of my tummy. I say, I hope that's not going to be a problem. But everything else is so on time. We'll see.
The defense was a sore spot. But other than that, man, we look great on offense. Jimmy G looked amazing. I said, it's funny, I told him, wifey, during when he threw that pick, I said, Dante mistimed his jump. I said it right then and there. I said he mistimed his jump. 2 things, I think, Jimmy, they were just shooting to gain up some yards from the penalties. But then he did, Dante mistimed his jump, which happens sometimes.
And that's why Kyle said it was his fault. Because I was trying to figure out from the camera angle, it looked like it was thrown too high. And then I said, you know what? I bet you he mistimed that leap. He was on the way down.
Yeah,
as the
he was
ball
coming
coming past
down.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, he was coming down. So I said it when it happened, but so you know it happened. But we look good nevertheless, man. We look real good on offense.
And what are people going to do about Marquise Goodwin?
Nothing.
Marquise is becoming unstoppable out there.
Yeah, and even if you do something about him, you know, we're going to have a situation like, what is it, Juju Schuster or whatever, where he exploded on the scene because everybody's trying to cover Antonio Brown. So it's like you're going to have Pettis or Taylor blowing up because once they get a hold of, you know, oh, we got to cover Marquise, those guys are going to eat. So it's going to be crazy, man, because you're not going to be able to guard all three of them dudes.
No. There's not enough players.
It's not a defense out there that's going to be able to guard all three of them dudes, man.
I'm wait for this.
With them routes, the way they run them routes, there's no way every DB is going to be able to, because it all comes down to how when they cut on the route. That's where and the way Jimmy G gets rid of the ball on the cut, there's just no way they're going to be able to guard all three of them dudes, man.
Oh, man,
so
I tell you, boy.
It's going to be nice, man.
And there's going to be some blowouts this year. If that defense can deliver, there's going to be some great, crazy lopsided scores.
Yeah, and I'm just hoping, man. I'm on this dream train with this Khalil Mack situation. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I am dreaming. And you said somebody said we should give up. I said give up the farm too. I'm with it, and because the difference is that player going to put you over to where you need to be? And the answer is yes.
And
so
you was going to use a first-round pick for an edge rusher next year anyway. Why not get one of damn well is going to be an all-pro?
Yeah, I say go ahead and do it, man. I say do it. It just cuts down on the ramp-up time. Let's do it. Because then we can get busy as in now. We don't have to worry about, I say do it.
So, and John Lynch.
But other than that, man,
he may have already done it, or at least offered.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I like about this whole management now, man. Is before with Trent, we knew what was coming. Now it's or you just wake up tomorrow and this and boom, we did this, did that. I love it.
Oh man, don't let me wake up tomorrow, Mark, and see that open up my monitor, huge letters, Khalil Mack, 49ers. Make offer. Yeah. Oh, God, no, you didn't, John. No, you didn't. Did you do that? I can just see me now. Oh, man, it's going to be crazy.
And the thing is, it's possible because before we got Garoppolo, we had tried before to get Garoppolo. So my point is, the dude is not afraid to pick up the phone and make the call. Or you got some general managers who are too prideful. They don't have the moxie to go in there and talk to people and have the persuasive attitude like he does, the smooth talk. He tried to get Jimmy before we got Jimmy, so that just lets you know he's about that life. He'll make that phone call. He'll see if the offer's there. He's not afraid to be told no. So I like that.
Hey, when John Gruden was in Tampa Bay, wasn't John?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh!
I just thought about it when you said that. When you just put that together. Yeah.
Oh.
That's a relationship right there, and that's what stuff that counts, man. So you never know, man. It's easy to dream, but you never know.
I know. This would end the edge situation for the next 5 to 6 years minimum.
Right. And then the man's probably satisfied you don't have to move. But I want to say something though. Everybody calm down. I know the defense looked bad and there's some things, but it's still preseason. I do think we need to take a step back
and breathe.
Just calm down. Yeah, I really do. When we start sounding like a losing team for real, when we were so caught up on preseason, because you just never know when it comes to preseason. It's just
it's about looking at players.
You just never know.
In fact, I had that mindset until the fourth quarter because I'm looking at this quarterback the Texans are using. I'm thinking, boy, that's a sorry individual, and he couldn't miss in that last minute drive. I was saying, good Lord, I still like winning them games even if they don't make no difference. And when they lost, I was kind of like, oh, no, hell no. He did not win by, no, he didn't. So, you know. And what about the
I
referee
didn't see the
that
end
should
of
have
the
never
game.
been caught?
I didn't see the end of the game. I saw some highlights. I was falling asleep when it was, but
It was
I seen
boring.
the first.
Yeah.
I seen the first 3 quarters. I didn't see it.
Now, you've seen enough.
But
Well, Mark, I realize
man,
it's
I've
getting
been
late.
listening, Ronbo.
Hey.
I'm still here, man. I just been dealing with a lot of stuff, man. Work's been crazy, like I said last time we called. But I'm gonna pick up my calls as the season gets back, man. I promise I'll be back in full swing.
And you know, I knew you was busy, man. And how's the little one going? Yeah, your little boy, right?
Oh man, he's good. I just laid him down while you was talking to the last caller. He was sitting in my arms, man.
Yeah, I bet y'all's relationships getting rock solid. All right, fam.
Yeah, he's good, man. He knows 49ers now when he sees 3, so he knows. He knows.
Yeah.
So
all right.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, Mark. Have a great night, fam.
Have a good. You too, man.
Yeah, good to hear from Mark again. And there's Paul Gonzalez. He says, "Hey, he says Rumble, my son wants to throw a shout out to you. His name is Isaac. Isaac, what's up, fam? Isaac, are you ready for this? Get ready, man. Get ready. Niners! Yeah. Oh man. Hey. Oh, here he comes. The man who's going to make the deal before anybody else to get Khalil Mack. It's the Big Show.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
You know, before I get to my point, I want to forewarn you about Rudy. That dude
what
is
is he
so
up
full
to?
of shit. You could cut it. He's so full of shit. You could cut his sarcasm and snarkiness with a butter knife every time he calls Ronbo. I don't know why you fall for his shit every single time he calls.
I'm always shocked. I'm in shock. So I don't know, why is he calling, number one, and why is he calling in being nice?
For one, in the psychology field, which I work in, by the way, we call that bizarre behavior.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But I won't go any further than that because I don't know any other NFL fan, especially New England Patriots and Pittsburgh Steelers fans, who call each other's podcasts and praise them on how their team is doing and
You're right.
whatnot. That is total bullshit right there.
You see what I'm saying?
He's so full of shit. It's not even funny.
See, that's why I'm sitting there shocked. I didn't even know what to say.
Don't say anything. That's the thing.
I couldn't. What?
Jesus Christ. I mean, he's got nothing to offer our fan base. He's so... Oh, my God. I could just go on and on and on, but I'm not going to give him the time of day because that...
Yeah. He starts off being Rudy.
Yeah, anyway.
He starts off saying bad things about Garoppolo, his passing, his feet, and everything. And then all of a sudden he migrates immediately to...
That is exactly what continents do. They start off being nice and then they F you over, you know?
Oh, what is the name of that condition? Does it fall into a category? I mean, what's wrong with him?
Nah, that's too long for me
It needs further examination.
Talk about. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, but
But anyways.
Yeah, go ahead.
I cannot believe the words that I just heard out of Trez's mouth tonight. I basically heard, Trez, you know I love you, by the way. I basically heard Solomon Thomas ain't shit. Deforest Buckner ain't shit. Eric Armstead ain't shit. And that just gave me a whole shitload of ammunition to go back and forth with Stephen A. there. You're basically conceding the fact that what most of us who are not on the Solomon Thomas train have been calling a spade since the beginning of the draft that he ain't shit. You know? I mean,
wait a minute.
If you trusted him,
did Trez call out the front three or front four? Did he say something about Thomas, Armstead, and Buckner? I don't. Did he mention them by name?
That's basically. No, he didn't mention them by name. He mentioned our edge rushing.
Those
that
guys
we have
are
no
on the
edge
edge,
rushing.
though.
Well, we basically drafted them as defensive ends, so.
Well, technically
there
speaking.
you go.
Okay, but
Yeah.
he's not talking
And
about
we
them.
tried them on the edge. All three of those clowns on the edge, and they couldn't do shit for us.
Well, not
DeForest
Buckner.
Buckner has
Not
had
yet.
3 sacks.
Buckner's
DeForest
on the
Buckner has had
experiment.
3 sacks. DeForest Buckner has had 3 sacks his entire career with us ever since he's been with us for 4 years.
Yeah.
Khalil Mack has had 10 sacks in one season last season.
Yeah.
That's saying a lot right there.
Hey, but remember one thing. Khalil had his first year. He didn't get a sack one either, though.
Oh, yeah. But he immediately bounced back right after that. His rookie year, I mean, it's been DeForest Buckner's been with us how long, and he hasn't performed as like Khalil Mack did.
You know what? Look who Khalil Mack's working with, though. It has a lot to do with who you're working with.
Well, Khalil Mack has had a lot of instability too in the coaching position at the Raiders. Because they have been through more coaching staff than the Rams have. So
Mack is definitely,
he's still performing at that level.
Yeah, he's still definitely very talented. But you got to get some guys next year that can take some heat off you, some pressure, can create some violence. Mack with Buckner would be and Thomas has stepped up. You can see his games
I agree.
improve this
I
year.
agree with you on that. I think Mack, Buckner, and Thomas would be great, but we need to get the Eric Armstead the hell out of our team.
We got Julian Taylor, Condavious Street is coming up next year,
and Sheldon Day too.
Yeah, well, Sheldon can move around, but at any rate, Eric is on thin. He's on thin ice. He's got to perform because there's plenty of guys that can take his place now.
But the one thing that everybody should be the most concerned about is our run game. I mean, the run game opens up the passing game for us. Jimmy Garoppolo can't throw passes every single down.
And
we have to rely on the run game.
Yeah, this can't be Aaron.
We have to rely on the run
Rodgers
game
football.
somewhat, and that's what Kyle Shanahan's offense highlights is his run game. And right now, he's not happy with it, which is why we sidelined Jerick McKinnon until week 1, and we brought in Alfred Morris because Kyle Shanahan saw what he saw Jerick McKinnon in the first preseason game. He's like, oh, fuck, or excuse my language, but oh shit, our running game is not up to par.
Yeah, but so you really got to realize though, and I keep it's like a song now. You're not going to run guys through 260-pound guys that aren't being blocked. That offensive line has got to create some creases. They're not. Because when you see every running back looking the same, you got to know it's not the running backs. Because everybody can't do the same thing. It's the offensive line. Carlos Hyde, remember last year how we were going to get rid of him? He had no offensive line. It takes a minute for those guys to learn offense. And you know what I'm concerned with? I think Kyle doesn't wait. He waits until after everybody gets cut. And then he starts really instructing on how he wants that offensive line to produce. Because I guess he's afraid of those guys running off and telling people or something. But this is a routine. Nobody knows how to block.
Well, I really hope Weston Richburg and Mike Legucci step up their game because otherwise, if they don't, our run game is screwed.
And remember, we said that at the same time last year, though. So that's what I'm saying. And Carlos almost pulled out 1,000 yards. Had he not got hurt that one game against the Rams, he might have.
But all I'm going to say is thank God we have Jimmy Garoppolo because we would be another 2-14 team if we didn't.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that goes without saying. You got to have a franchise quarterback.
Exactly. And that is exactly why that nobody should be worrying. We should be satisfied with our pass rush right now because I hate the Patriots don't have a premier pass rusher right now. They have Tom Brady. And Tom Brady, he wins some games. And we have his clone in Jimmy Garoppolo,
That's true. Yeah, hey, so when you get a chance, though, the Patriots have done something about that defense. I watched them the first game.
Yeah,
they look a little different this year.
They signed Adrian Claiborne, whom I wanted in free agency for us to sign because he's familiar with Kyle Shanahan and he's a pretty good
and he has a little beast in him too.
Edge rusher. Yeah, exactly.
Well, so we're out of time. I'll tell you what, always great to hear from you when we do. Because your input is
absolutely
always brings in
that's for last man.
Those repercussion calls I love. Like Trez is going to call in and correct you. Hopefully
Yeah, I
Rudy
know.
doesn't come back and tell us that he doesn't have any psychosis.
I'm expecting Trez too. All right. Y'all have a good night.
You too, Joe.
Shout out to everyone. All right, good night.
Hey, good night, Joe. Yeah, hey, if anybody has any idea what is going on with Rudy, please enlighten me. I'm confused. A month ago, Rudy was the most nasty guy that we get on the system, right? And all of a sudden, he's Mr. Nice Guy. What's going on with him? Jesus, my king says, I'm out of here, fam. Wife just gave me the look. Wish me luck. Hey, and Daniel Serrano, I forgot to say, I didn't say goodbye to Daniel. I saw him leave, and I got distracted and didn't get a chance to get back to him. Thanks, Daniel. And Jesus, my king, good luck, brah. And thanks for tonight. We're leaving too. Donna Bell says, Jesus is my king. Rhodes Matheson, the Sheik, Sahel Niners. And she says, hello, gotta go to bed. East Coast, I will watch until asleep. Donna Bell. And red and gold dreams to you. Shoe 559, give up those pipe dreams, homie. We ain't getting no Mac. You know, but I gotta tell you, Shoe, I got a feeling John's gonna give it a shot, though. And Deshaun Watson says, I really hope Kyle and Robert are playing Jedi mind tricks with the league right now, appearing to be soft and then light asses up come week 1. Oh, I hope that's a plan. Eric Young, if our defense don't stop nobody, we done. And then we didn't do these. Justin Rainman, it's preseason. It's GBVOUL. I got to figure that one out later. And my 724 says, this is so sad that a 40-year-old Dumervil has to show the young guys how to get after the quarterback. Ah! If Alice 808, don't sleep on Bourne. And Kendrick's going to be fine. You just mentioned the people we were talking about. William Roberts says, no edge rushers. That's why I got us 10-6. I hope I have a better record than I said. Yeah. Brian Cole says, hey, looking good in that GOAT jersey. Jerry would suit up and make the team if they called him in. But Brian, we're not hurting for wide receivers, but we are hurting for edge rushers. And hey, Tony says, win or lose, the Cole family says, Niners! And Tongan Man 78, what's up? JJ, don't worry, you guys. We're going all edge rusher in the draft next year. I don't want to wait till next year. American 81 says our pass rush is garbage while our offense is badass. I have a feeling something's going to happen, right? You know, the defense has got to figure something out other than, if you can't rush from the edge, then do something else. Robert Saleh, come on, man. Come on. And is that right tail? That's 2 L's in the second one. We really need a big body in our front four or a hell of an edge rusher, period. And 408 SV Zup. Sterling Holt, Armstead is dead. And the Anthony Baker family, after the Ronbo show, went off the girls' chat. Went off? The girls' chat show. Come on. What is this? Oh, went off the Cowgirls chat show. Came on, it was so bleeping slow. Said, boy, now I see y'all hang out in the nice Empire chat room. You know, the Cowboys, I think they've dropped 2. And you know how it goes. Whether it's preseason or not, you start to get a little concerned, right? 9mm, what's up? And the rest of the Empire family, what's up? 9 Momo. This is the name is Momo Morton Rev. Hey, is it the Rev 49? It's the Rev 49 hits. Says this season will be ours for the taking. Great. Billy Jones says, just to remind everyone, don't fire Kyle and Lynch after week 1, regardless of what happens. We be firing people, don't we? Cutting them. Ricky Tyler says, Richmond Rick, I think we're going to be okay. Jimmy G moving that ball around, looking good. All we need is to bring that pain on D. Sup, Ricky? And Raquel Rachel, what up from Sacramento Tomato? What's up, fam? And you know what? Time Lynch has to learn you can't scheme everything. Got to have talent next to draft needs to be edge, guard, edge. And, he explained that, Nina. He said they couldn't get everybody they wanted. They had to pick their, it's the type of thing where edge or corner. Right, we're going for the corner. It came down to that because you have a lot of needs you can't fulfill in every draft. So I figured they went one round to the other. So, but John said he didn't see anything in the draft that he didn't see that we had better in camp already about the edge, which, something else is up. Maybe. Rich Hidalgo says, what's up? Good evening. Hey, what's up, Rich? And Niners gang. Eli Harrell is garbage. Earl Mitchell needs to be replaced by DJ Jones. CJ Beathard is garbage. Eric Armstead forever hurt. Tired of hearing excuses for these bums. Time to let them go. Happy trails to y'all until we meet again. As I say, that bus is gonna be loaded with guys. I might work on this tonight. Maybe I'll come up with like 15 guys I'm going to get rid of. To cut 40 guys is going to be really rough. There's going to be some names there you don't want to cut. This is going to be tough. Winroo. I haven't seen that name in a long time. Honestly, Buckner is the only highlight on that D-line. Oh, God, I know. Solomon T is looking good, though. John Knopp, as much as everyone hates on Armstead, our pass rush hurts when he's off the field. John, you're feeling me. This is what I'm talking about. What he doesn't get his hands on, he still creates this domino effect that will release certain guys. Armstead was once rated by PFF as one of the best hitmen. He may not get there all the time, but he creates a lot of violence and he does create pressure. As a matter of fact, Salah was saying he was getting it very well before he left. Armstead's not going to get cut. We'll see what happens later, though. Shake the Freaks. I just want my elite Leo. Sometimes you go spend that cash. Things aren't free. That's so true. Shoe 559. I like what I saw with Garnett on Saturday. If he stays healthy, that would be a big plus for us. And I hope Cooper will come back good. Going to week one with just a lot of hope for our right guards. I think Persons is going to start, though. Really do. Let's see what you know what? Garnett's going to get a start this weekend, I do believe. Let's see what happens there. Tony Cobb must stop miss tackling. Our run D looks suspect. Actually, Tony, that was one of the highlights this week. We didn't allow no yards this week on running. I was kind of surprised by that. It's all about I think we were about 70 yards, 70 plus yards. That's all they gave up on the ground. Gohart says, really young defense, preseason already showing defense is PFG, something in sync. So bad. Missed assignments on vanilla plays and a lot of confusion. That has a lot to do with it, too. If guys don't have game plans and not doing anything, Mike Person, I call him Nick. I'm sorry. Mike Person, my bad. Clark Kent says, feeling that black nice. Clark, you know what I'm saying, man? Let me see. It got stitched. You know what I'm saying? Nick Ramirez, what's up? And Davy B. Jones, in my humble opinion, you build your D-line inside out. Well, they've already done the inside, David. Can we please get the out now? Momo Morton, Salah won't change the scheme. Unfortunately, he's going to have to do something, though. Because whatever happens to that defensive line, it reflects directly on him. You can get fired for things like that. Jamil Delgado says Jimmy Ward needs to step it up. Only thing that looked good is his left hook. Jimmy came. Well, I'm telling you, man. I mean, Hopkins didn't even know what hit him. He was going down too. Jimmy held him up with one hand and beat him all the way to the ground. Texans fans don't want to hear it. They still think Hawkins won the fight. How you gonna win the fight and you own the? Okay, let me not get into that. Rich also believes put DJ Jones in and Julian Taylor on the line. I think everybody agrees with that. Ollie Bear just got here. I think we should, number one, trade CJ Beathard and back up to Jimmy G. Should definitely be Nick Mullins. Number two, I think we should bring Eric Reed back for defense. He's versatile. I wonder what Eric Reed was supposed to, wasn't he on, he was on his way to someplace doing an audition. I don't know what happened. Maximus Hey, what's up, fam? Miguel Cuevas, what's up, fam? Mark David Montgomery. Kendrick Bourne is a beast, too. I fully agree. Kendrick's not. Nobody's slighting Kendrick. If there's going to be 6 or 7 guys, Kendrick's going to be one of them. I'm pretty sure about that one. Mark David Montgomery. Oh, that's what I just said. Big Heck, why people are doubting them Niners. We're going 10-6 wild card berth against the Panthers. And you know what the nice thing about that is? With the team we got this year, there'll be no problem. The offensive line will be working by that time of the season. No doubt about it in my mind. The only question would be, you know what? If the 49ers get to the playoffs, nobody's going to want to play them, all right? And they will probably have figured out that defensive system by that point where they can finally get to. Sometimes I think it's about there's a lot of variables that come into play. We'll see this week during the dress rehearsal game if they still look like ass on defense, and we know we got a real problem. Because if you're gonna look good, you should look a little good this time. Not because they're gonna get a full play game plan, but at least look decent. Right? Hey, want to thank the Mod Squad, man. And Rhodes Mountain is still hanging out. And J Run. Well, because a lot of guys had to go, and that's understandable. It's late. Right? And I saw Razor pops in and out. So, Razor's out working on his car, so you can get that, use more, revolutions per minute. That wheel can get that spin in it. But we're going to tell you, fam, we're going to Red and Gold Radio tomorrow. And don't forget that like. You know how I collect likes. If shout out, hey, Audio V, shout out from Honolulu. Hey, brother. It's brother. Brother. Wait a minute, is that, yeah, the horns are, this is Texas. This hang loose is Hawaii. I tell you what, fam, here's the thing. Now, I'm going to tell you we're on Red and Gold Radio, but tomorrow if I wake up and the 49ers have a deal in place for Khalil Mack, I put an R where it needed to be. If the 49ers have a deal they're pursuing with Khalil Mack, we will be right here on YouTube. Sorry. Oh my God! I'll let you have a first round pick. I won't cry about that. Okay. So let's not get worked up. Fam, get back. Here it comes.